live.
What's
Yo,
up,
yo,
y'all?
yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Voice.
And your girl, No Chill.
What a little bit of...
Mr. Karma.
Karma.
What's going on with me?
A little Miss Karma.
A little Miss Karma.
What's up, y'all?
Bro,
How was y'all
Get
week?
off me.
How
Don't
was your
touch me.
week?
Don't touch
Yo,
me.
did she just play? She played, right? Yo,
What up, though? What up, though?
How was y'all week?
Mine's just awesome, y'all. How was your week?
It was awesome. Now it's just awesome.
It was awesome.
She lying, y'all.
Well,
it was.
It was bad. It was bad. It was bad.
Why
It was
was
a bad week.
Why was
man.
it bad?
It was bad.
week,
Why was
man.
it bad? You need a hug?
Y'all need a hug. Give me a hug, friend.
Nah, not me.
Damn, that's crazy.
Ooh, what kind of best friend are you talking about? Somebody else. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do me like that.
Not too much. Not too much. Just a little bit.
Baby, why you do me like that?
Yo, he really a clown.
It's cool when I replace you. Don't say nothing.
Replace who?
Irreplaceable.
That's what I am. Remember that. Remember that.
But how was
Yo,
your
we
day?
really
Week
be
though?
drawing.
How was your week?
I slept. I worked. That's it. I didn't really do much.
I heard you was at the Shaky Butts.
Mmm.
Why you gotta say that on
Alright,
the air?
oh,
Where was I at?
Oh, we live?
The shaky butt.
Oh,
It was
baby,
a halal
oh,
shaky
baby,
butt.
we live. It was you gotta chill. You gotta chill.
I'm sorry. I'm
Last
sorry.
week, it was me. Now it's y'all. Y'all trying.
Come on, y'all gotta
That's why
chill.
you can't.
Y'all gotta chill.
You
We
can't be
got
on
guests.
tilt before we start the show.
We
This is what happens.
We got guests.
He said,
And your guest is a Muslim,
got
so I ain't really like that one at all.
I didn't say the joke.
I ain't dig
Nah, that
at
wasn't
all,
my
man.
joke.
It's all good.
That wasn't my joke, brother.
It's all good.
Oh, I'm Muslim
A
too.
Muslim said that joke.
You gotta read the room.
Ooh. You hear that?
And you got 4 eyes, so you should be able to.
I can't read.
Reading is fundamental. But anyway, so shout out to our guests. We got the guy Status in the building.
One love. Your boy Stas the Suit, man. CC.
Yeah, nothing but love. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you.
So, but
Honored to be here. Definitely honored to be here, man. Appreciate the invitation. I don't get this much in my city like I do in others. So, when hometown show you love, man, it's nothing like it, man.
for sure. So, but last week, we always have a little segment where we talk about like current events, or we talk about like the weirdos of the day. The weirdos of the day is what you wanted to say, Adia.
Huh? Oh, the people who was fighting and stabbing each other outside of the
daycare.
daycare
Wait,
on
what?
Germantown
The weirdos of
Avenue.
the day, yeah, I think
Update me on that.
Yeah.
Lord.
So in Philadelphia, it was a daycare. They said it was a confrontation with 2 females with a male, and somehow the confrontation led inside, and a female got stabbed in the stomach, and the other one got stabbed in the hand. We don't really know the whole complex of the story, but yeah, y'all weird for that though.
Definitely, man.
In front of them babies is
In
crazy.
front of
In front of them babies is
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, so that, but it's a lot of stuff going on, in the media.
There's too much going on.
Let's shout out all our black candidates that actually won the election.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
That's dope. You see
That
the
was
one
a lot.
guy, he's Muslim from, he's the mayor of New York.
Mm-hmm.
I seen
So
that.
that's good. And then they got a 20, what is he, 21 years old, the youngest mayor ever. Yeah.
Wow.
Congrats.
We listen.
And I think he
we're
was
making
in, what
moves
state
as
was
black
he in?
men.
I think he was in Georgia.
Wow.
The youngest.
that's
I think,
amazing.
yeah.
The youngest mayor ever.
Well,
We got an 18-year-old mayor that came up here.
where?
Where was he from, man?
Oh, okay. Mm.
Oh, that's good.
But did he get elected as mayor though? He did? I don't remember that.
Selected official in America.
Wow,
wow.
that's
Wow.
dope.
He was 18 in New York.
Baltimore,
probably
Maryland.
the youngest for
Oh,
Georgia
Maryland.
though. That's probably what they meant by saying that, like the youngest for that state itself. You know what I mean? But
Oh, you gotta
Yeah,
think
that's
about
decent.
it. 21, 18 is like fresh out of high school.
no, seriously.
Like that's fresh out of high school.
So,
You
but
know how
that's
much
how-
studying that he was doing? He was really paying
Absolutely.
attention. That's what he wanted to do.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of masterminds coming out. You
Yeah.
know, at birth.
Yeah.
Like they smart. They done got through high school at 12. You know, so.
And you always gotta remember the people that's truly gonna always change the world is the youth. Period.
Yes.
You know, some all throughout history, if any government was overthrown, it was never overthrown by the elders of us, because elders of a council, young people for war, was always the youth that overthrew. People forget even how young some of the Black Panthers were when they got established, and even when they was assassinated, some of them were 20, 21 years old, starting food programs that the government uses to this day. So, it's always going to come from the youth. So to see that, man, that's
Yes,
good to hear.
phenomenal.
Yeah, we got to elevate both those
Yep.
brothers' names,
Yep.
definitely.
So, but y'all want to recap last week?
Facts. Let's get to it.
Yo, so last week, we always got to do a little recap because the show was a little crazy.
Yo,
But
was
last
always-
week's topic was talking about should
Parents,
parents charge their kids when between the ages of 17 and 19 when they did not even establish yet? I guess it just depends. Like mine, ain't never really had to pay, but after a certain time, and I think it also matters. Like when you teaching them responsibility, that plays a major part with it. So for me, like I told y'all, my daughter was getting a little mouthy and I had to teach her lessons. So when she got her paycheck, I used to take a portion of her paycheck. And she didn't really make no fuss about it because she was making all right money. And you want to spend money on wigs and nails and all these clothes and sneakers. Yeah, you can break something off. Mind you, I was financially stable because people like, I don't think parents should take money from their kids. That's your job. And it wasn't on that type time. So when it was time for her to get her first apartment, I gave it back to her. I just basically had a savings and she just didn't know that. So that was kind of decent for her because now she had all this extra money and she just was like, wow, so.
I feel like that's totally different because it's like you're not really taking from your child,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But-
like
but do
you're
you-
taking them for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But some parents do charge their kids, and it's a lot. So my daughter was telling me after she had seen the show, because she had to work, she didn't see it, but she, it's recorded. She said, Mom, I have a lot of friends who parents literally, they charge them.
yeah, and honestly, I think parents like that is corny.
I don't know.
Because
I don't
like,
think so.
did your parents charge you?
Man,
'Cause that's how you gotta look at it.
I don't
Like,
think so.
before you get that statement, brother, are you a parent?
I'm
No.
not.
So
Okay.
that's exactly it.
So now I am a parent. I'm a parent of a 13-year-old girl
Mhm.
and a 7-year-old girl. Sometimes, well, for me, in order to drive the importance of responsibility home, even the importance of financial literacy home, sometimes you gotta do that. My daughters don't work, but
Right.
I give them allowances,
Mhm.
and then within those allowances, they're able to purchase certain things that go on in the home. That's me teaching them. I don't need their money either by far.
Exactly.
But the reality is, if you want them to not grow up being dependent on other people or even being dependent on the government, you got to teach them about financial literacy. What better way of teaching them if they have the responsibilities of, you got to put this towards the light bill? Because otherwise, they're just running the lights all night and you wonder why the bill's crazy and why mom or dad or anybody snapping on. If you leave the water running, my daughter, her biggest thing was sitting in the shower all day long. So now that's a responsibility.
Yeah,
You get
exactly.
5 minutes, and then after that, you're gonna pay 10 cents a minute on every minute that you stay in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, it's not that the parent necessarily needs the money for themselves or anything like that, but you're trying to teach it. If you go back and you look at, and y'all young, but when we was growing up, we had the Cosby Show. So the first episode was like the greatest episode because it was about financial literacy. I'm sure you remember that episode. He took Theo in the room and they was talking about it. Theo was saying that he could move out right now and he could handle his responsibilities. So he took some Monopoly money. And then he just broke down, said, hey, these are the things you need in life. And each thing he pulled out, he was like, well, I can cut the corner and do this. And Theo would take the money back. But by the time he got done, he had taken all of his money and the kid didn't even eat yet. So he's just talking about the responsibilities of life. So I don't fault any parents for withholding money from their children or even spending it, because raising children are very expensive.
And it becomes difficult. It not easy.
And so, but I am interested as a young man who doesn't have children. Why do you think that it isn't thorough for parents to do that? I always like another perspective.
Because I was never treated like that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like my mom never asked me for rent. You know what I'm saying? Or asked me to pay a bill.
Not even
But-
your sister either.
No.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's never asked.
Right.
But if it was like, yo, I got it, mom, here, like I would do it. Not because she asked, but because
Just
I'm a man.
because
Like at the end of the
yeah,
day, like
exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
You still
But
want
I
her
was
proud.
never like taught like, yo, here's a bill. You got to pay this bill. You know what I'm saying?
That's like-
Were you a responsible young man though?
Mhm.
Because again, some things for me just boiled down. Some children just very irresponsible. Period, and they take advantage
They
of
do.
having that support system, and then they go in the world and they just be jacked. Like I've been taking care of myself since I was 14, 15 years old, but everybody doesn't have that same experience. So with that, I've had friends of mine who were close to me I grew up with. They was like, man, I've never even washed my own clothes. So now they can't even get into real life and be able to function by themselves. And then, God forbid, they lose the parents or the parents just toss you out into the world. You're not even prepared for it. And one thing I'm
Yes.
grateful for, my aunt and uncle who raised me as my parents, they prepared me for life. You know what I'm saying? I was able to go into the world and handle responsibilities at a young age by myself and be cool because I got the examples growing up.
Right, but then that goes to how you were raised. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
does.
it
It
goes
matters.
to like, okay, my mom did my parents did this for me. I'm going to do this for my child because this is what I learned. This is what I know.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But if you
But
weren't treated that way, if you didn't have to do it, you don't look to like do your kids that the same way. You know
But
what I'm
some
saying?
kids
That's just how I
actually-
feel.
some kids
That's-
become
you know what
selfish though when you
Do
do so
everything
much
for
for
'em.
them.
Absolutely.
I started experiencing that, so this is also why I said, you know what? You want to play now? You pay your own cell phone bill. You know, something like that under those lines. It's the same thing. They didn't have to, but it's teaching you responsibility, and it also entails on how you raise your kids. You know, like you said, you might not have to pay for it, but you also was raised with intellect. You know,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Even though there's a caveat to that too, like everybody's home environment is different. So you
Right.
might have a single parent mother or a single parent father
Right.
who might be struggling, and then their child becomes of age, maybe 13, 14, where they can get one of those work release forms or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they can go get a job at McDonald's or something, right?
Right.
So they coming home 300-400 a week. Moms or pops might be struggling with a bill. Yo, can you help out? Now, how the parent approaches it
Right.
is very important. But at the same token, you gonna let your mom struggle?
Nah.
You gonna let your dad? You get what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So us judging it and saying, "Oh, it's
What you not
wrong."
gonna do, right?
Everybody, family environment, everybody family dynamic is different. So I just see it as depending on the circumstances, how you deal with it. Some parents might need the help, and then the kids want to jump in and help. And then you got other situations where the parents don't need the help and they're just trying to teach the lessons, and then that can happen. But I doubt, I don't think there's too many parents in the world that's just that bad of parents that they just taking their children money and then
Some
got
of
their
them
feet
do.
up somewhere doing
Some
nothing.
of them do.
No, but I'm saying I'm cool. Look, the way you explained it, I'm cool with all
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I have a problem with the ones that's taking the money and going on vacation.
Oh
Like
yeah,
the-
absolutely.
like-
So
Yeah.
they
That's
got
what
that
that's
from
where I got a problem at.
the girl that had went viral that was on Instagram with her mom, and their mom had just came back from vacation, and she was basically asking her daughter for what was like 200 and something. Miss Carmen, what was it like $200 and something of her
It was
money?
$250 out of her $500 check.
Yeah, she was like, "I'm giving you half." She was like, "That's my first time working, and it just only like my second check or something like that under those lines." So, everybody had mixed feelings about the situation.
Was it
So-
because she went on vacation they
And
felt
she
this
came
way, or
back, right? Who knows?
what we always forget too? There's
Oh.
24 hours in a day, there's 7 days in a week, and there's 365 days a year. Your 250 compared to what mom has been paying all your life to take care of
But
you.
this is the
it's
thing.
nothing.
What you say about that, Miss Carmen? Because you had a lot to say about that. You was like, well, you don't feel like, that's her responsibility.
My thing is, if we
You brought
taking the
me here,
money,
she said, but
if we taking the money to be responsible, how are you teaching me about being responsible? Taking money from me because you're irresponsible.
Where's the irresponsibility going on
She was
vacation?
asking, she was asking her daughter for the money because she was fresh off a trip, because she ain't spent the money already. Right?
So basically,
I mean, are y'all sure that was the dynamic?
yeah,
Was
we
was
don't
it
really
because
know.
of that,
We
or
just heard bits and pieces.
she could have had a trip booked for a year? I mean, we don't know.
But even if
The
it was, even
That's
if she
not
spent her money
responsible.
at the trip and she came back and like that, you know
I
what? I'm
agree.
short, and I need $250 to pay for all our cell phone bills.
Should have
Give
paid
it
for
up.
that before you left. You teaching me responsibility, not following through with what you're trying to teach me.
Right. But you got paid and you ain't doing nothing with it.
that's not the point.
It's not the point, but
All right,
at the same time, it just depends. So, see, me, I wouldn't do that. So,
but let me raise
but
another scenario
who's to
for
say
that.
she
Yeah.
wasn't taking it from her and she wasn't giving it back to her?
Yeah.
Maybe she was just borrowing it.
Or let me raise
know?
another scenario from that there.
Mhm.
All right, say she didn't ask her for the money, and then whatever that bill was for, it just got cut off.
But you got the money.
But
so
you got the money to
being
do
that
so.
kid, you're not gonna be like, Mom, you know what? Well, I give it to you. I'll pay it.
So we
And
upset
then-
at her asking, or we upset at it being like, what is
Right.
what is it? And
I
I
think we're upset at her not being responsible, right? It's not over the asking, it's over.
You trying to teach me to be responsible.
How can an irresponsible person ask somebody to be responsible? How can you come to me?
Who's
and
to say that she's irresponsible because of that
Because-
one video? That doesn't mean she's irresponsible.
Well, we're not going off the one video. We're going off of her feeling as though she's irresponsible.
Mhm.
So just in that case,
Right.
right, we're taking irresponsible parents
Mhm.
to the other side and saying, all right, if you're responsible, then show me how to be responsible too. If you're irresponsible and I just got a job, don't be pressing on me for the money.
Fact, like don't
That-
be pressuring me to be responsible when the whole time
That's
You
the-
was
you
just being
wasn't being
responsible.
talking from. I get the responsible parents showing their children how to be responsible
Right.
and how to treasure their
Right.
money and protect their money and spend their money wisely.
Mhm.
But on the other side, you have irresponsible. Don't act like it ain't a bunch of irresponsible people behind us,
facts.
right? And having kids and kids out here being disrespectful. Then you going in the house. And
Yeah,
say, you
that's
just
my
got a
Very
job.
easy to
Yeah.
prey on.
Money.
Very easy to
Yeah.
just ask for, and they're
Yeah,
just gonna give it
that's
to you.
another issue too. That's what I was saying.
but then we could build from there. How many trips has the child been on
Probably
at
none.
mom's coin? You could say probably none, but you can't say probably none.
Yeah,
we don't
you're
know.
right.
We don't
Nah,
know.
Right.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
mean,
we don't know what she really
Mom, when
responsible.
that might be mom's first vacation in 15 years, and
What
the
she-
child
what
just
if she
getting her
forgot?
first job in
What if she
15
forgot
years.
that the cell phone bill had to be paid or something, or a bill had to be paid? You don't know.
Yeah.
Responsible.
It's not irresponsible.
There's so many
We
layers to
grown
it.
and we do it all the time.
You-
Like,
you
come
say
on.
you ain't
So
never forget
you
to
do-
pay
so that
something?
means you irresponsible.
Yeah, but
because
I
you
ain't
forget
finna
something?
turn to. Yo, can I get some money?
That's crazy.
That's just something I'm doing. I'm gonna just pay.
So, but you know when you was going off about that with my son, you heard my son in the background, right? He 19.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh no." He said, "I just started working full time." He said, "Mom, you know I ain't got no problem with paying the bill. Whatever you want, like."
Yes, no problem
That's
paying the bill.
because that's
the
how
thing.
he was raised. You always got whatever you wanted. He know I might not even need it, but you know what he did anyway? Slid me $100 and said, "Mom, this for you for lunch."
You know
That
what's,
was sweet.
you know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy?
What?
He did it because he's a male.
No, my
No,
daughters do the same
I'm
thing.
saying though, like you expect that from your sons. You know what I'm saying?
My daughters do the same thing.
That's fine.
I think that's just how I raised them.
But as a like me, I'm more giving. You know what I'm saying?
See, at one point though, we used to have the show in our house.
Yeah.
It used to be selfish as crap.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
that's what I'm saying. It was a learning process. But all of that had to be with me also in telling, putting that on them. Like, yo, y'all got to start being more responsible. You can't. Everything just don't always revolve around you. And if that's what you want, okay, then you got to work for it.
Facts.
That's it. So
It's like
but-
you got to work for what you want,
Mm-hmm.
and that goes for everything. Like if you want it, you got to work for it. It ain't nothing else that's gonna be handed
all
to
of
you.
them doing
Nothing in
good.
life is
That's
free.
all I know, and I'm thankful for that. Pat myself on the back for real.
Facts, and you are a great mother, yo.
Thank you.
You have raised them. You are raising these kids. You are the bomb.
And let's not forget a great grandma, grandma.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't play about them. Y'all know. I love my kids, but my grandkids is different.
Can I say? Can
But
I
you about to say something about your nephew?
Yeah, because Kazar wild. He a wild card.
You have to say something about your nephew.
not on air. Not on air.
Not on air.
Got to be more careful.
Okay.
That
Okay.
boy. Listen.
It's the verbalization of our new generation.
Oh, is
These
it now?
kids, yes, they don't have no filter.
I thought we was
When
bad.
we was growing up, we literally had
Yo, was worse.
No, we
when
wasn't.
spoken to.
Absolutely.
You know,
No, we wasn't.
Absolutely.
now they
Hmm?
kids. Dad, mom.
I'm gonna say them freak documentaries is crazy.
That
Dog.
That guy, no, I wasn't in that era. I wasn't in that era. That was not my era. That was not my.
The Rough
that
Rider
was not
tours
my
was
era.
crazy.
That was not my era.
I
Them
love
house
this
parties was freak.
generation for the idea of transparency,
Yes.
being able to communicate back and forth. What I don't like about this generation is the lack of respect. See,
That's it. You get it mixed up.
we had parents that didn't give us a chance to have a voice at all, which birthed us hating that, which I believe we gave our children a little too much voice.
Too much voice.
So because it's still a way to go about doing things, and that comfortability that they have has been confused with respect and lack thereof. So now you don't have the respect factor there, and they just saying they're doing too much, and they think that it's okay. We understood through our parents that there was a consequence for what we say, like the way America works. Everybody says, okay, well, this is a free country, but free comes with responsibility, and it comes with consequence too. So even though you have the freedom to say what you want, there's going to come a consequence behind it. So now you see the back and forth between a child and their parents. Next thing you know, they go on the streets, think they got that same back and forth. Their head get blown off. You know what I'm saying? So I give my daughters that leeway to be able to express themselves with me, again, with reason. Let's keep it respectful. And I always give you the floor, and I have no problem with listening. But I also teach, don't cut me off. Cutting off starts an argument. Argument starts fights. I try to teach them what can happen with them when they're not under my roof. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just the biggest problem, is, you know, and again, I don't blame the younger generation. I blame us for allowing it.
Yep.
Because again, we allow it because we didn't have a voice at all. It was, don't say as much as fire to me. You know what I mean? And then our parents probably even had it worse. It was just yes sir and yes ma'am. They couldn't just say yes.
No, it really was.
Yeah, so
Even with our grandparents.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, like we grew up in an era where it was like using profanity in front of an older person was like,
Oh,
like
certain words became profanity.
Pull by your ear down the block to your parents.
If it sounds too close to cursing, I was in trouble. Like
No,
Expressing
for
your
real,
emotions basically was a curse word to our
What?
parents.
The what?
making
Yes.
a face.
You said
Yes,
the what?
expressing our feelings and our emotions to our parents used to be a curse word a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly.
Yep.
You know, it's crazy. I just flew in from Miami, and I was at the airport. And actually, I found myself checking this lady who was working at the airport, the way she was talking to one of the elders, just by telling her to back up. I just felt disrespect. I'm like, yo, that shit. And I don't know what made me do it, but I was like, yo, you out of pocket. Like, she's like, excuse me? So don't talk to that lady like that. She old enough to be a great grandmother.
Exactly.
I was like, what is wrong with you? And at first she was about to be combative, and I think she just, thought about it. It wasn't even the energy I gave her, because she could tell it was from a place of love. I'm like,
Right.
and she was like, oh, no, I didn't really mean it that way. I said, yes, but you got to think about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
sometimes we don't.
Sometimes
have
it don't be
power.
what you say, be
how
you
you say it, and that's what it is.
All the time.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
the
what we
way.
losing, and that's what the younger generation, we got
So,
to
but I
teach
also
them.
was talking about the kids with, you know, a lot of these kids, they like, it goes back to what he just said, like they mad disrespectful, you know. So you think you know it all, you mouthy. That's also another reason to give them that responsibility. Yeah, I'm gonna make you pay for something now, or I'm gonna take a portion of your check, whether I'm saving it, whether I'm using it, whatever. Yeah, because you think you know it all. I ain't gonna put you out. I'm not one of them type of parents. That's an issue. Y'all put these kids out too soon and they aren't established. But at the same time, be mindful. You running your mouth and you still live under my roof. So you have every option. You don't like my rules. You have every option to leave whenever.
skedaddle,
Yep.
right?
You can leave. And I never had to put none of my kids up. But when they got tired of me, they left on their own. They left on their own. They doing well. And that's cool with me.
And when they got tired, they
Yep.
got up and left.
That was cool with me.
They gone.
Can I raise a question?
Sure.
So I just seen this on a podcast on social media, a friend of mine from New York. And I responded because I just saw the clip, and I was like, I said, I got to go back and watch this whole podcast because I just didn't like what she was saying on the clip. Because I remember how, especially I come from West Indian family. I know how things were before this new age and nuance of things, where the family environment, everybody used to stay under the same roof for generations. Like how you saw Lamont Sanford and them. It used to really be like that. Like the family come in and the next generation move into the guest house or something. So what do y'all think about that? Do you think there's no manhood in living, or even adulthood? I won't just say manhood, but she was raising us about men. But there's no adulthood in living at home with your parents past a certain age.
What age is cut off?
That's who's to say that? Because
because I guess
I would think you would say 18, right? Or
No,
Not for me.
I think 18 is too young.
Not for me. You know, my family was Haitian.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Family from Barbados, so we stayed. Yeah. This is where,
Until you have enough money to buy your own.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Not rent your own.
Right.
Not
Buy.
get subsidies
Buy,
for
yeah.
your own.
Right.
Buy your own.
Right.
Start your own family. Until then, you stay here in this house and we build together.
Right.
But, you know, when you come here to America,
Yeah.
people want to walk around naked.
Yeah, we.
As soon as I turn 18, I'm out.
I'm out,
trying to get
yeah.
my daughter to
Yeah.
pause. You feel me? Slow up on that. 'Cause you 21, I get it, but
Life
gotta
is
rush
life.
out the face because life is hard.
It is.
It's hard
not
out
easy.
there.
Ain't no U-turn.
And
Yeah.
then once you leave,
Ain't no U-turn.
you ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And
if
normally
you come
the-
back, you gotta
yeah.
pay rent.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
my rent.
exactly it.
Yeah.
Because once you leave, you've already done that.
Right.
You coming back,
Yeah.
you definitely not living for free. That's for sure.
Yeah, she was clowning the brother because he was like, yeah, they have an extension onto the house and he took it up as an apartment, but he's paying rent towards, I guess, the mortgage or whatever the
I feel like when it
circumstances.
comes
He's
to that-
paying rent, and then she was like, yeah, he ain't really a man and he should have his own. And I was like, what?
You lowered it.
Why not though?
I
If you want to be real, he got his own spot.
he got his own spot. He's paying it. It's separate from, like, it's not like
It's
you
not
gotta
like you
worry
gotta walk
about he's
through-
in the same house. You gotta walk through, you know,
Yeah, he got
mom
a
in the
whole
living
separate
room.
entrance.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with that.
But she was just like, yeah, he act like that he's an independent man and he not, because I was like,
No question. What do she have?
that was a good question. I have no idea.
What do
but
she
that was
have?
a good question. That's
My
a
whole
real-
thing is I don't appreciate somebody that's asking for something that they don't have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You-
like
you,
dating.
yeah.
You asking me for extravagant stuff that you
And
can't
you
even
know
afford
you
yourself,
can't
you
do
can't
that.
for me, right?
You want me to buy you this. You want me to do that. You want to go to trips to this.
Right.
But you wouldn't be able to do that without me.
Even
Without
wanting
me
to go
doing
to
it.
restaurants that you don't go to frequently yourself
That part.
anyway, or equivalent to, is crazy.
That part. You want to go to Benihana's and you used to Wendy's.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Like, make it make sense. The fanciest spot you ever been to is Olive Garden.
Right.
You feel some type of way, you going to the Cheesecake Factory. Come on. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then you like, well, I want him to have his own crib. He gotta have this. He gotta have that. You got a room.
Yeah.
You don't even have an apartment.
Right. But you told
You
me.
got a room in a house full of people that you barely know. And you only paying like $400 a month. You got a room. And you got to share everything. Bathroom, kitchen.
Yep. For sure.
But you want me to have my own.
You signed up for a
Make it make
savior.
sense.
Make it make sense.
Signed up for a savior. You
Yeah,
don't want a
like-
relationship.
I ain't coming here being Superman. Like, we could build together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, you want a Louis Vuitton bag? All right, bet. Let's work together to get you that Louis Vuitton bag. We're not about to be like, oh, I want that Louis Vuitton bag that just came out.
You too quiet on the end. I want to know her
Yeah,
opinion.
'cause she's never quiet. Like, what's up with you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you shouldn't mess with nobody who can't do the same thing that you're doing, I guess. I feel like you
That's
should
true.
look for somebody who's your equal.
But sometimes you don't know. People lie, they deceive. No,
Oh,
no. I hate when y'all say
You
that.
know, I'm be
not
honest.
always
You know,
know.
you know,
You do?
you know. I know. I ignored it.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
Let
you
me tell
ignored it.
this.
You
How
be
many
in
times
the
have you
gloss and the
dated somebody
glitz.
and they act like they somebody that they really not. You
Yeah,
find out later.
and as
That's
women,
what I
we
mean.
ignore it
Like,
because
you
we
always know.
all allure and glitz, and we, oh my God, he's the most extravagant guy in the world, and he
You
don't be
gonna know
that.
immediately.
You know him out. You know him out of here. You don't know him here.
Right, right.
So yeah,
So get up in there.
yeah, get up in there and find out.
You don't want to get
Yeah,
press.
yeah.
Don't let him come to me.
But you see, that'd be the problem.
It don't work.
Because, back in the day, a date was a picnic.
Yes. This was we just talking about.
A date
that.
was
And that's that kind
environments.
of stuff.
Yeah,
That's why when we
date
was
was
left-
environments where you
that's
could
what we were
actually
left with.
talk and get to know each other. But
Yes.
yeah, but people
Walks
dates
by the
today,
water.
yeah.
I did that. I love that.
That was like a date. You got
It's a vacation. That's what.
Hey, we gotta go out,
Oh, we going to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it. I'm not going.
sucker.
You're crazy.
But it wasn't off of the beginning of the dating.
It's because of how I like.
Right.
So if I like,
That's what you wanted to do. That's cool.
I'm gonna take you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you.
It's just that simple.
Right.
No, that's only right though, because that's something you normally do.
Right.
Right.
So,
But
but I'm not. It got a little bit too much, right? You said the Louis bags. I said, Gucci and the Louis. You feel me? It's
like
Yeah.
I did, I listen. I know I did it. I did it. I was a sucker. I was a simp. What they call it?
Was?
I was a simp.
Was?
What? I'm not. Stop
Appreciate
playing.
you admitting
What
that.
you
Stop
say?
playing with me.
Nah, listen, nah, for real, bro.
I bring her out. Y'all
Nah,
bring
for
her
real.
out.
Cause like, I was engaged, bro. I was a sucker,
Before that.
bro. I was a sucker.
But when you love
Before
somebody
that.
and you think it's going to elevate, yeah, you go above and
feel
beyond for that person. That's what happens. But then it's a lesson learned in that.
Facts.
We ignored the red flags. I feel like that's what it is.
But in ignoring the red flags, you're teaching that person how to treat you.
True.
Facts.
If she see you like to spin,
She
She
gonna
gonna
let
spend.
you. She gonna let you
She
do
gonna
it.
spend.
the moment
Exactly.
you can't spin, oh, you's a broke ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not automatically,
It's
bro.
automatically.
I don't.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
that's
like
a big that's a big red flag. Yes, automatically they broke, or did you always know they was broke and you were okay with them just spending their whole life and all their money on you? That's ignoring.
Exactly.
You don't really like them. You're letting them do that.
Well, you're going through a change. I went through a change. I was a drug dealer, then I changed.
Right.
No, but even if that she didn't really love you, if automatically you didn't have the money, it's you
It's an
broke,
issue. You
it's
should be
broke,
cool.
it's
You be
broke.
like,
Okay, you
like,
should be
what
able to
the
hold
baby
him
next
down for a little bit,
Yeah.
maybe go 50-50, 70-30, 95-5%. That's when you say that. That's when you get there. But no,
She can reciprocate that energy.
She couldn't reciprocate the energy the way I reciprocate.
exactly.
You feel me? And she tried. You feel me? I give her kudos on trying. But
Right.
when things got hard, you feel me? Then eyes popped open. I was the devil. I'm like, all right, well, you accused me of cheating 6 times. That 7th time, I'm really going to cheat,
Yeah.
For sure.
right? Because you already believe it.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
I think that's so corny, though.
I say this all the time.
Somebody
If you
just
want to
leave. Why
accuse me of cheating,
Just
I'm
leave.
gonna do it. No, I'm gonna do it. You know why? Because from the rip, no, from the rip,
No, if I get in trouble for
I
something, I'm
already
doing it.
told you that I wasn't cheating. If you keep accusing me of cheating, I don't want you to be looking like a liar.
Well, a lot of times they do that.
I don't
Yo.
want you. I don't want you to look like a liar.
I'm gonna leave you
Sometimes
alone.
they
saying?
do that because they find the one cheating.
I'm gonna leave you
You know?
alone, CJ. I'm in the stage of my life, man. The minute I see something I don't like, man, it's deuces, bro.
Or
I
don't gotta
got
be
time to play
deuces.
with
You gotta.
No, it's deuces.
It's
for
called
me.
communication. Talk about it.
Listen.
Like sometimes people don't realize.
I mean, for men, it could
They're
be
doing
deuces.
something that you
7
don't
women
like.
for y'all.
I
You
am
don't
so
communicate.
I'm
Not
sister.
gonna
I'm so transparent, up front. I give you the evils right away. I want you to run away from me. Like I want to give you an option. So if you stay, you can't say shit to me.
Me
about
too.
Nothing.
Me too.
And
That
then-
part, I
That's
showed
my
you
thing.
who I
That's my
was.
thing.
Exactly.
I show you
I
And
ain't
the
have
exactly.
problem
nothing.
is, in response, you weren't thorough being honest. So when you start to shift gears and to act like I did, I was completely honest with you. In the minute, like, our biggest problem is we don't go into this thing called relationships looking for peace. That's all I care about. I don't care about how your body built. I don't care about your looks. All that superficial stuff. I'm past that in my life. Can you provide peace? I'm not looking for somebody to be my children's mother. They have a mother.
Right.
I'm not looking for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, any of that.
Just
I'm
somebody
looking
to match
for
me.
peace.
That's my
It's hard to
vibe.
Yeah,
find.
it's just
Right.
peace,
I
man.
keep
And
telling y'all we gotta start this dating game because
Yeah.
we hear all these people saying how good they are, and what their credentials are and what they
No, that
consist
mean
of.
nothing.
So let's put them together.
People want control over other people because
Let's
they
put
don't
'em
got
together.
control over their own life.
That's the
And
truth.
if you allow somebody to do that to you, you crazy. So at this point, the minute you show me the sign, I'm cool. And we ain't got to argue about it. I give you one argument, and that's the warning. And a lot of people will play after that warning, and after that, it's like, okay.
Yo, you know,
Playing
I don't
on what he
argue, bro.
said.
I don't argue.
I
in
don't even
rela-
got
I
to
don't
block
argue.
your number. You,
Playing
she
on
not
what
gonna
he
get me on
said
the phone.
about
with
the
you.
relationship.
I'm not
not
arguing.
arguing with you
I
about
say what I
nothing.
gotta say, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then we can have a disagreement.
Right.
I told y'all, like, when I was married all them years, me and my husband did not argue at all. And my kids, that's another thing with parenting. When it came to my kids, they never really got the experience like us fighting and punching holes in the walls and us we never disrespected each other.
That's
Just
not normal.
unfortunately, Shaitan attacked us and we fell short. So
Anisha said people look for external values and not internally.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's
Thank
what I was
you.
gonna
You
say.
said
People-
Quanisha, thank you.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Well, going off of what he said, people don't go into relationships looking for peace. They go into relationship looking for people who can look at them like how they think they are.
yeah, that's so true.
Because them people don't know you. They don't know you for real, for real.
Right.
So you going into a situation, you can act that person all you want until they actually see you. Until they actually see you for who you are.
Like me, I'm looking internally through their pockets.
Don't.
It's like, no, I'm
Don't.
BBWs, he looking
like, can you
Don't piss me off.
match me? Can you match me?
No.
No, I'm not even. No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about energy. Energy wise.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm talking
people don't
about
be
energy.
matching
I'm talking about- No, I'm
energy.
talking about.
They don't.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that I said. I also said I was joking.
Definitely.
But no, can you? No,
I believe you.
no. But if you can match me energy wise, and I'm not talking like just in negative energy, because you got a lot of females that'll be like, oh yeah, if he get loud, I'm gonna get loud too. No, what if I'm calm? Can you stay calm with me too?
Right. You know what impresses me? If you could love me, like if I can fall in love with you with your mind, that's it for me. I don't care about everything else. I know you smart. Like we could teach each other. Like that's a dope vibe.
Man, if I could sit in a room with you and it be quiet for hours, I love you. We don't have to talk. I love you. I love you.
I love you
I
too,
love you.
best
I
friend.
like being quiet sometimes. I like being loud sometimes.
Nah.
Man, I like how you breathe,
What? It's
bro.
a
Like,
vibe,
I like that.
yo.
Like,
It's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. Just music.
just music in the background.
Music in the backwood.
I don't
in the
listen to
background.
music like that. I'm gonna be asleep. I'm
You
just
can't
lay
say
on your
that.
chest and that's
In the
it. I
background.
just
No,
want to be
I'm not.
Read the
comfortable.
room.
That's it. I just want to be comfortable.
Always comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If we in the room and we vibing, it's definitely gonna be a comfortable vibe. Like, and if it's not, then it's time for you to go. Good night. Why are you still here? It's like I'm not even gonna waste your time. I don't like it here. That's real, and like I'm not one of them people that's gonna string you along. Like, yo,
Yeah.
like
I get out of Dodge quick. I move
What?
fast.
She said she
I
not
move
playing-
fast.
She not playing tick for tack for no one. No, that's real.
Yeah, that's weird. I hate that game because I'm going to win every time.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say if I do gotta play it, you're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
So don't do it. Sometimes they do. They don't like that. They don't want you
I
to
gotta-
do what they
Once
do.
you do it once, once you show me that's who you are, that's what I expect.
I got a bucket full of tears.
I ain't
my
gonna lie, I got a
victims.
serious problem. with you.
Got a bucket full of tears.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
my victims.
You know why? You know, and I don't like to bring a lie in environments like he's always here though. So, but Allah judges us all on our intentions. He doesn't judge us on our actions. We all go into the hellfire if he judges us on our actions. So,
That's true.
my thing is, what was your intent when you did things? And this is not even just for relationships with me. This is anybody that's in my circumference. Period. Business partners, friends, family, parents, siblings. I don't care who it is. What was your intent in what you did? And a lot of times, if I did something that was in violation of you, I have no problem with atoning for my actions. You bring it to me,
Yeah.
like that won't happen again. And then if I repeat that, then it's a problem. But if you, instead of addressing it with me, or you did address it with me, but you decided to act upon that and do the same, what I did wasn't intentional. That was just an action of mine of who I am. And then you telling me this doesn't work for you, and I have the option to correct it or not.
I said that
You
earlier.
doing
Y'all
it
was
in
saying
response.
that, no, I'm not
Yeah.
doing that. I'm just out.
Yeah, you do it in response.
I'm out.
You intended to do that.
That
Like,
communication
yeah.
is everything because you may
Yeah.
not know that you've done that and that
Yeah.
that offended them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I've
Or
had.
sometimes sometimes you're outspoken.
You can
like
tell.
this.
You
Alright,
can't
so
tell
like
that
me.
you're
If
offending
you
your partner.
if you offend your
yeah.
partner, you can't tell that you're offending
Listen.
your
Thank you.
partner.
Like, I
And
don't, not just your partner, it
that
could
is
be
a
anybody.
problem.
Not just talking about a partner, I'm just talking about people in general.
Can
Like,
you? No, I need him to elaborate on that. That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. I want you to elaborate on that. If you can't tell you offended your partner, then
yeah, sometimes
It's
women don't
changes.
talk.
everybody ain't the same
Yeah.
person.
And guys especially, they hold stuff in. They'll
So-
walk around with an attitude, and you don't even know why they got an attitude. And the same thing with females. Like, I can't read your mind.
You should be able to tell you're a person.
You
I'll give
do over time. You don't always just
I'm not saying week.
Close
I'm
mouth
not saying
don't
week.
get
I'm not
fed.
saying week one.
Close mouth
I'm
don't
not
get
saying
fed.
that.
But here's the thing: the only way that can happen is I got this saying. It's called the platinum rule. You know, we learned the golden rule, or do unto others as you want done to you. That's the golden rule. I say the platinum rule: do unto others or treat others how they want to be treated. Because now that, like my brother said, that is taking the extra step to get to know them. But that does take time. Like you got to get to know a person. Because easily, if you go to the store for me, just as simple as this, you went to the store for me, you knew you were hungry, you knew we all was hungry, and you went to the store, Pierre grabbed everybody, some sandwiches, right? Majority of people in here are Muslim. He came back with ham sandwiches. And then he looking at us like, what? I was hungry. I grabbed the ham sandwich. I treated you how I wanted to be treated. I got you a ham sandwich. But you
Why
would
would
treat
you
me
give me
how
a ham sandwich?
I wanted to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you when you say that, but that is going to take time to happen. And the best way for that to happen is, again, communication. And that's what we're not doing. Without it, all things fall apart.
No. Because she just said it. I was thinking the same thing. Communication.
Effective understanding.
Yeah, it's not about communication. It's about understanding.
Comprehend.
There we go. There we go.
But I can only comprehend if we have that communication, which means I'm willing to listen, not hear you. A lot of people hear you with the notion is I gotta respond because we're always in defense mode. Everybody trying to defend their position. What bothers me most about people is when they try to explain themselves to me. You don't have to do that. If I told you something offended me, it should be as simple as I hear you, I'm listening, I'm going to change. It isn't you have to tell me why you did what you did. What do I care why you did what you did? I'm hurting from it. So it doesn't matter why you did it, or do you plan to do it again? Right. And the minute that you justify your actions means there's potential that you're going to want to do it again. And that's when I just cut ties. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care who it is. When you got to defend that you wronged me, ain't no defense.
Yeah.
So immediately it should be, I apologize.
Exactly.
Even if
Take
you say, I'm sorry
accountability.
how it made you feel. Even if you're not sorry for the action, at least be sorry for how it made me feel.
Right.
Then we can start there and build from there. But people don't want to do that. They spend too much time trying to defend their
Because people
position.
live off of pride, and we
Yeah.
gotta stop doing it. Stop living off of pride.
It's not.
One thing I realized that love, you don't know that love is real until it's been tested.
That's the truth.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I-
so true.
I give a person one. You got one time. So literally, I will be dealing with a chick. She could cheat on me.
That's
That's it.
That's the only time you know love is real was when it's tested.
That's the only time you don't know it's real until it's been tested by both of y'all.
Yeah.
Until she
Both
has to
sides.
forgive you for something, because somebody can say they love you and then they don't love you as soon as you mess up. You didn't really love me. It was conditional.
yeah.
It was based on the
Yeah.
condition.
Okay, so I understand that. I
Absolutely.
understand that. Yeah.
That you wanted
I was
me
about to
do.
say, it
That's
shouldn't
a
take
fact.
something bad for you to figure out if you
not
actually love
saying
somebody.
that, but
Yeah.
sometimes that's what it takes for you to really realize
Yeah.
it. Or sometimes,
Or if
for
you're
you to
actually willing to
realize what
fight
you
for
got.
it.
Yeah.
So for me, I forgive, right? And that was one thing that I got from my mother. I forgive everybody, right? And if you do it again, what they say, do it first time, shame on you. Do it second time, shame on me. For allowing you to do it the second time. But if you do it the second time, we having fun now. And that's how I lived my life when I was younger. So if you cheated on me, and then you did it again,
You just said J. Cole song. That's
I'm
my
out there.
boy.
I feel like on the cheating, you should have just left the second time. I don't know.
The second time.
Yeah, no, you definitely.
I'm setting everything on fire. Especially if we got kids and we moving forward.
We're saying it's fun. Yeah.
Everything burns down.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Everything
fun.
burnt.
Fire.
Let's have
So I
some fun.
I feel like that's the biggest.
I
love the fire.
So come on, let's go.
I feel like that's the biggest disrespect.
It is.
giving your body to somebody, it's real nasty out here.
It is.
Super not nasty. It's super safe. It's not safe. None of it is.
And
It's
it
crazy.
caught-
I feel like
it's caught
during
you
this
with
time
females.
and during this time right now,
Female cheat.
Female is doing that.
Females do.
they do it for emotion.
Cornier when the
Years
female
ago.
cheat.
Because
I think it's deep. It's
ours
deeper
is
down
our
when the females
emotions.
do
Yeah.
Y'all don't.
You feel me?
When boys do it, they just do it just because.
Just because.
Just because.
It's there. It's, oh,
Yeah.
it's right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me? Like,
But y'all
And that's
gotta
worse.
think
That's
about it.
worse.
Y'all
That's
thinking
worse than-
about-
walk him a motherfucking hand.
Yeah.
You gotta let this man lay on top of you.
You have to
Wait,
allow
y'all
it.
can't
No.
elaborate like that.
No.
No, y'all really are. Y'all really are. Because my
No.
thing is, you said we gotta allow it. By the
You gotta
time
allow
he
it.
getting in here, y'all done forked 4 girls. Y'all done went through 4 people already.
For real.
But we worse. By the time we get somebody to be like, okay, we
You
get
know
the
why?
access
Because y'all gotta
before
learn
they
these.
get in
Y'all
here.
gotta learn this
Yeah,
man first.
y'all running through people. So how is it worse for us?
Because you gotta learn him. I don't care about
Y'all be
him.
learning it. Y'all be listening.
No. You wanna
Y'all
learn
be
this
listening.
man.
So if it goes out the other ear, you're not listening.
Okay, you got me there. You ate. You
So
ate.
years
You
ago,
ate. You ate.
So I used to pride myself because I've never cheated in a relationship in my life ever.
Wow.
I ain't gonna. I'm not. But here's the thing. Here's a caveat to that. I don't get in relationships, so it doesn't
Right.
matter. Like I'm not saying I'm proud. I've lived a wild life, very wild. So like it isn't that. It was just I wouldn't get in a relationship because I'm big again on respect.
Right.
And I had a girlfriend years ago, and messed my head up when she said this to me. Right. So we started having our issues or whatever we had issues for, and I started spending a lot of time in my studio, and then people coming out of the studio. So I took a friend, and I was spending time with a female friend. Never touched her, never even had the desire to, but I kind of fell in love with this woman because she was fulfilling something in me that my girlfriend wasn't. So I enjoy spending more time with her than the other girl. So eventually, shit blows up. She hears about it, whatever, right? And she asked the question. She said, "Did you cheat on me?" I said, "No, I never slept with that woman day in life." She said, "That's not what I asked you." I said, "Did you cheat on me?" I said, "What do you mean by that?" I said, "Do you have feelings for her?"
That's
And I was
cheating.
sitting there
What's
stuck.
up, Nickel 9? I see you.
My brother, what's going on? Nah. What's up, boy? Cha-chin, nigga. Yeah. So, damn, Nickel 9 probably really know this story. That's my brother for real. You know this story I'm telling. That's crazy. But
Because
yeah.
cheating not just physical for me.
I was just stuck looking at her because I was like, damn. And then I had to tell her the truth. And from then, like, she didn't even speak to me again. So sometimes it don't even got to do. I don't even think it for male or female.
Yeah,
It's
sometimes
really about
it's not
the
all
physical
about
bond.
the physical
Yeah.
intimacy. Intimacy comes in all different shapes.
Yeah,
and
nah,
forms.
I'm big.
You,
I'm big.
a nine, you know this story too, man. We gonna talk offline when I get a chance.
I'm
You know
big.
exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm real big
Them good
on
money
intimacy
days.
in general, and I ain't even talking about physical. So I feel like if you conversing with a female for too long, I'm gonna start feeling a little bit, just a little bit, because you giving her a lot of
too
your
much attention.
too much attention, too much of your mind, too much of stuff that I need to know.
You
Like,
know what though? I'm never even really worried about that. I feel like if you really care about me, you love me, you gonna worry about my feelings anyway. So I never really was a jealous type. That's one thing I can say. I never, even all the 13 years when I was married, I never really had it. So.
Why y'all laughing there? Oh, they know something. They know something. She's
I
like,
plead the
chill.
fifth.
That
No, you
that shit.
stand on your behalf.
Oh.
Who, me? Oh, I'm talking about both of us.
I'm a jealous type.
No,
I was
but
about to say, I've never been the jealous type,
No,
No. But I'm going to check a situation if I feel like something ain't right. Like,
James
I ain't
ain't
gonna lie,
me.
I see you
hey,
punching on
what you
something.
doing?
I see you punching on something.
Who?
ASAP.
Oh,
Like-
me?
Thank you.
I got it. I see
All right,
it.
so all the years you know me, you see me punch on something?
No, I
Yeah.
don't see you punch on anything, but you're very quick to correct stuff. Very,
Yeah.
very,
Say that.
very
Say
quick. Very quick.
Islam
You-
slowed
you-
you up,
you-
but it ain't stopped.
You smell a little bit of disrespect, you check it.
Yeah.
Some people will, or a lot of other people, would
People
say,
let it go.
yeah.
I'm definitely not one of them. Yep, I'm going to shut you right on down.
Boys,
Be not-
why
not
you
too
sitting
much,
there
not too
quiet?
much. He's talking about, I really can see you punching on stuff. Don't own me.
Get off of me.
Yeah, absolutely. I said,
Don't
Get
own
off
me.
of me.
Islam will
Yeah.
slow you down, but
I'm
it don't
telling
stop
you.
you.
No, no.
No.
Islam changed me completely.
You shot a clock.
Hey, boys, you hear about Kirk Cousin getting his full $90 million?
Oh my gosh, that's a waste of money.
And a $10 million
It's a waste in 26. Yeah, I seen that, bro.
Who did?
Somebody
Kirk Cousins.
He ain't even the starting quarterback.
Not
Wow.
even start. He shouldn't even be there, bro. For real, bro. We lost 2 games because of him, bro.
Was it because of him or
It
because
was
of
because of him.
the team?
Because he was in.
Oh, all right.
Because he was playing.
It's okay. It's just not your year this year.
Just shut up.
He heard no He said it's fighting words.
Yeah, what? 3 and 5. Y'all people ain't even coming here talking about football. Today. I didn't say
3 and
nothing
5 nasty
a
word.
whole half
about
hour
football.
talking about football
Yeah.
last
3 and 5 nasty word.
I didn't say anything about football.
I have to say, you started saying stuff about your team and the best running back. You started that.
That was last week. Right? That was last week. That was last week. Damn, Joey Jahad.
that was
Who
my
team
That's
you
Joey.
on?
That's
Damn,
why.
Joey Jahad.
That's why I just shut up.
What's the name of the show?
Oh,
Is it called the Be No Chill Show? They done changed the name.
But I'm gonna tell you who
You don't
Joe
think you
was
think-
Because you
Joe
always
is
talking trash, and y'all
I
team,
didn't, yeah, but
y'all
I
team
didn't,
not
I
better
didn't
than
say
it. Y'all
anything
so quick
about
to badger
football.
us, but you gonna call me Joe.
I
You
didn't
the
say
Joe
nothing
one.
about football. I didn't
You
say nothing
Joe.
about
Now,
football.
You salty as
I
hell
didn't
'cause
say
you
nothing
running
about.
up.
I didn't say
Too bad.
anything about football.
Too bad. Now you salty.
Fire.
Period.
I
Ding
wasn't
dong.
gonna do it, but what number
Joey
is y'all in
Jahad.
y'all in the league? I'm sorry.
It's always next year.
Trust the process.
Hey, yo.
That's it. That's all. Be all right. Better luck next year.
EAGLES Eagles.
My bad.
What are you saying my bad for? It's not like y'all gonna have another parade at the end.
We is.
Absolutely
We is. You gonna be out there with us too.
I'm not.
You are.
You are.
I will not.
Like you
We
was
gonna get a
last
three-peat.
time.
Chill. Why you gotta?
Not
First
too
of
much
all,
on our
You was out there
man.
last time.
I was not out there.
All on the DJ booth.
I was, first
I got
now
pictures.
No,
I got pictures on
you do
Facebook.
not.
I do.
You do not.
No,
I-
he was twerking.
Crazy.
The
Working
dirty
on the-
bird is
Working
crazy.
on the DJ booth is crazy.
Yo, that's real crazy.
Um,
Not that much.
that was the first. That was the first time. I didn't go last year. I went the first time. Yeah. I went what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he like, regardless, I'm from the city, so I'm still coming. Yeah.
I mean,
It was free beers and food.
you're never gonna
who
experience
would?
that
And
with
it
the
was
Falcons.
history.
Who wouldn't?
And it was history.
That never happened.
Regardless of that.
Yeah,
not your
you'll
team.
never see that in
Just
Atlanta.
don't wear
So
that
that
gear.
never happened to Orlando?
Just don't come out there with that gear on.
It'll be a proper read.
Y'all done?
Sorry.
It'd be a pride parade before.
I'm sorry, Bess. I'm sorry. That's why I said I was going to shut up. I'm sorry.
It'd be a pride parade before.
I'm sorry.
Before it be an Atlanta
Before. Hey, I'm sorry.
Oh man.
You ain't call her Joey, though?
Okay.
That's
Sorry,
crazy.
That's enough. Not too much
That's
of my
crazy.
brother. Not too much. Yeah.
Sorry.
He gonna be like, y'all done? Y'all done? That's.
I mean,
the
at
thing,
least
y'all done?
when the birds win, you can say you won too, cause y'all birds.
Y'all done?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm done. I'll go back to be quiet.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. I like y'all energy tonight.
I like your energy, though.
That's all we.
That's dope. I like y'all energy. So I just want to ask this question: if he never brought it up,
Any other time say something?
would we even?
I actually was thinking about it before we started that 6 o'clock segment.
I don't think
was
you.
actually
I don't
thinking
think you
about-
were.
I was
don't think
actually
you were.
thinking about.
He said, "I don't think you were."
I
It's
was
crazy.
embarrassed.
I don't think you
We had
were.
a bye week, so I that's
Because
Yeah.
because
We had a
even
bye week, so-
You know, we
because
gotta take
even though we
a break
lost
from winning games.
even though we lost,
Everybody
we lost to
did.
the Patriots.
Oh.
Even though we lost, it shows
Here we go.
that
I'm cracking up.
it's not
Over there gambling.
Penix's fault and it's not Drake London's fault.
Whose fault is it?
It's the head coach. It's the head coach. I don't care.
Hey.
Y'all didn't even give him a trial run.
This is his trial run. We lost 5 games. We lost 5 games. We lost 5 games. It's time to get rid of him.
Nah,
Get rid of him.
nah.
Yes.
You gotta give him a
No,
chance.
he got his chance.
Is he black?
Yes.
Why would you fire
I don't. Cause what?
You don't think offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, all of them play a major part?
Raheem Morrison.
Oh no, he's a good coach.
He's
Good,
what?
good coach.
I'll take
He's
him.
take him. 4 and 5.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
4 and
We
5,
take
take
somebody
'em.
else.
You gotta let him
Ain't
get
nobody
success.
else.
4 and 5,
Ain't
take 'em.
nobody else
I mean,
getting
3 and
none.
5. No, I'm sorry. 3 and 5. Take him.
That's like saying if y'all lost, you blame it on your quarterback. He's not the only person on the team. No.
I didn't blame it on the quarterback.
But you blamed it on the head
On
coach.
the coach.
No, he's not the only one. You have offensive.
So you
and
honestly
defensive
think it was his
coordinators, all that.
decision making?
Yeah,
Why
he's
they
not the
lose?
only one
Thank
that
you.
makes the
Thank
last
you.
decision.
What? Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's a defensive coordinator. So how does your defense look?
Our defense is great. Our defense is great.
It's your offensive coordinator. You gotta put it where it belongs.
They're not moving.
So you can't think like the white
It,
man.
it's
'cause that's
not
what the white
it,
man thinks.
but
Defense
it's not a.
definitely good.
What our offense is okay.
Y'all look like Bobby Boucher
Our offense is okay.
and a water boy.
Our offense is okay.
Y'all need some
not
water
like the
from
best.
the Eskimos.
We're not the best, but we're not like garbage.
Offense sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Yo.
6 more minutes before 6 o'clock.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't suck.
So this is what you want to?
It doesn't suck.
Sure,
We
just
just-
what
we
you want to focus on.
You don't think your offense sucks?
No.
I know it does.
If that's how you feel, sir, you know. Got me all twisted.
Not me, him.
You guys as a
You
unit.
guys.
You guys
I'm
as a
afraid you to
unit.
be like,
I was trying to put you
All
under
right,
my
done?
wing.
Like, you done? Yo, I'm getting shirts.
every week though.
I'm getting shirts made.
This says, "Are you done?"
Are you done?
I like that.
Are you
I like
done?
that. I like that.
Because I can't with y'all every week. we
Fed
go
up.
through this. Every week.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go in depth. I definitely was gonna be like before the 6 o'clock. That's why I said what time it was.
That's funny.
Oh,
You're
you
funny.
asking for the time, so
The flyer
even
is
play
out
this
of pocket, bro.
I didn't even play. I had a bye week.
I know. That's why I was.
So why we
We
even
had to
discussing
take a break
football?
from winning games.
what?
They
You
told
talk
us we
so
was
much
doing too
trash.
good.
So if we would have won, would we be talking
And I
football
would
right
be
now?
like- I'd be like,
Will we be
about
talking
time.
football right now?
I'd
I
be
don't
like,
think
about
so.
time. Yes, we would.
I don't think
Still,
so.
Of course we would.
I would have been talking like crazy. Like I would have came in here with Falcons gear.
Yep.
I would have came in here with a
Bad trend.
Falcon suit on like it was Halloween.
yeah.
You heard me? Came in here doing a dirty
Came
bird.
here as they.
As a Falcon, I would have been a mascot.
Yeah.
What? I'm telling y'all, when we go to the bowl, right? Then I got feet.
When in 2040?
No, what?
You said we turned 56? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just know since I've been alive, we had a lot. I don't know.
We went before though.
We definitely went.
Since
yeah.
you've been alive.
Yeah.
We've been.
We went.
Yeah,
we
I know.
lost.
Yeah, y'all definitely lost, and that was crazy. I was rooting for y'all.
I was too. We was up 24.
Yo,
We was up by 24 at halftime. We should have
y'all,
won
y'all,
that game.
y'all must have
I
did the
turned it
halftime
off.
show
No,
or something too.
Listen, I turned it off. I stopped watching. I got a phone call. Was like, yo, bro, you might want to turn that game back on. You ain't looking too good. I'm like, wait a minute. We was up by 24 at halftime. Ain't no way. I turned the
They
game
did
back
y'all
on.
how they did us, yo. They did y'all how they did us.
Let them come back.
No,
I always
that's
say
when
it's
they-
bad when you let somebody come back.
That's
and
when
you
they
love that
deflated
much.
the balls and all that. That's when they was doing the little football scheme. I remember that.
Yeah,
We
they
was
did
part-
y'all
yeah,
like they did us that one
dirty.
year. Yeah.
They did us dirty. I cried.
Yeah, of course.
I would have been up. I would
Okay.
have been up. You hear me?
No, y'all.
Why you bet on that?
Did I? Did I?
Y'all Falcons game tickets would have been up too.
Listen, I bet.
I heard they
bet
$2
$500
right
on a
now.
5,000 ticket.
You did what?
I bet 500 on a 5,000 ticket.
Damn.
If my team would have won, I would have been up. You hear me? You hear me? Listen, I cried. And I cried.
Just start singing.
When I came down.
They don't color your voice for nothing.
When I came down.
Listen, I cried. I turned my phone off for like 2 weeks. Nobody could get in contact with me. When people got in contact with me, they was like, all right, cool, you alive. We was making sure that it didn't happen, that you didn't, you know. I said, no, I'm good. I just
So
need
what we doing,
a
y'all?
time.
We doing the interview first?
Yeah.
Talk about the topic.
Yeah. All right. So, you see how I was telling my story and she cut me off?
Yeah,
friend.
I don't really care about
No, it's
them.
not.
I'm
I don't- I
learning.
know you don't care. You don't care about nothing I try to say.
No, I do care about
No,
that.
no,
I don't
no,
care nothing
no,
about the
no.
Falcon stuff.
I bet.
Yo.
I bet.
I don't care about them.
You should. You should.
I only like them when Vic was
Oh,
with them.
listen.
Did you go to the Norfolk State Dell State game y'all made down there?
I did not. We was here. We was here.
I was out of town, but they said it was a beautiful thing for the city.
Yeah, I heard
mean,
that game was crazy.
Beautiful thing for the culture, for
Yeah, for both of them. Right?
everything. Yeah, for them coming home and representing. Thought
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
dope. Yeah.
I mean,
was at work.
it's not really home for Vic, you know.
Yeah.
If they would've did it in Atlanta, I would have took a trip. But
Oh no, it's definitely home for Vic.
It's
Vic-
not.
We
It's not.
embraced Vic way more than y'all did.
No,
y'all,
I did not.
y'all turned on him actually.
Well, he shouldn't have been
Act
fighting
like
them dogs.
He ain't fighting no
I know
dogs.
he
That's why
wasn't
I
The
said
dogs
that.
was fighting each
Wait,
other.
no.
The
What
dogs was
he did
fighting
was-
each other.
no,
He
he
wasn't
didn't
in
have
the
nothing to
ring.
do
It
with
had nothing to do with it.
Not
It
at
was
all.
his cousin.
His cousin
It
would
was
take
all
the-
his cousin.
He was stand up
But I'm
actually.
Y'all
That's-
turned on him for dogs that he
The
wasn't
problem
even doing the
was
fights
he knew
for.
about it and he didn't stop it. So that's the
That ain't his job to. No, the problem is he was
It
the
was his
celebrity.
yeah.
He was
yeah,
a celebrity.
yeah.
That's what it had
He
to
was a
do
black
with. It had
man.
nothing to do with anything else. A black
Because
man,
his
they
cousin
wanted to
easily could
crucify
have
him.
took that bid.
Yeah.
But it was like, we ain't getting nothing out of it. So let's get Mike Vick.
But you know,
That's stupid.
in Southern fashion, Atlanta turned on him.
Mm-hmm.
But Philadelphia stood up for him.
Yeah,
So
said,
he
"Come
got-
on
yeah,
over."
You know what we do?
Come on,
We
man.
embrace the
That's how we do
underdogs.
it.
That's
Yeah.
us.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
our thing.
That's all right. That's all right. You know? Y'all could have it. Y'all could have him, you know?
Yeah, we did have him.
Yeah, we let y'all have him.
Yeah.
So, but look, y'all, it's the 6 o'clock hour. For a lot of y'all that's tuning in, we got a special guest. We got the real status in the building, y'all.
Honored.
So we happy to have him here. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, it's an honor to be
How
here.
was your
for sure.
trip in Florida?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. You know, I don't move unless it's for a dime.
I
Or
know
for
that's
family,
right.
so the only things that get me to move, and it wasn't for family, so it definitely was for a dime. So,
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, tell us a little bit about your background, like what you
oh man,
present, well, past, present, and then you know what's your plans for the future.
y'all want me to tell like I'm on a date or just? Well, my favorite color red. So no, I just
Well, I know
say
your favorite color. Cough, cough.
no.
Say.
I'll say serial entrepreneur, very grassrooted in my people. That means black and brown people. And of course, very grassrooted in this thing of ours called Chester, man. Like, I love this town. Originally, my family's from Barbados. Great-grandfather settled here four generations ago. I'm fourth generation from Barbados. And family's always been either musically inclined or in the streets, and I chose to go to the music route instead. So, you know, my focus has been on, you know, building a real future in the entertainment business, starting for my family, but now just for making opportunities for young black entrepreneurs and brown entrepreneurs that want to do this. It's not that I don't focus on anybody else, but we got to raise our people up first.
Nice. How did you get like started with that?
So my great uncle, may Allah be pleased, when he passed on in 2017, Marcus Belgrave. He's a famous jazz musician originally from our city. He got his first break playing for Chester High School's band.
Wait,
And
what's his name again?
Marcus Belgrave.
Oh, I do know him.
Yeah, and
Jazz music a little bit.
Ray Charles heard about him, gave him his first shot. The rest was history. He's one of the greatest trumpet players of all time, a trumpet master. He trained Dizzy Gillespie, Wynton Marsalis, and he's loved all over the world. Like, I've gotten love everywhere, you know, off of that Belgrave name. But one thing that didn't happen was it didn't matriculate down into the family. It didn't become a family business. So because he was an artist, and during that time, you know, a lot of artists were taken advantage of by record labels and management and everything. So he didn't really leave an opportunity for us to go into business. So, you know, thinking about that, I said, you know, I'm not going to focus on actually being an entertainer. I wanted to focus on the behind-the-scenes work. So I said I wanted to be able to be a manager, give opportunities to my nieces and nephews, eventually my children when I had them. So that's how I got my first break. I went down to Hampton University with the intent of going into entertainment law. I ended up running into a DJ down there. He's famous. I just don't like mentioning his name because we had a fallout. But I do honor him and respect what he did for me. He gave me my first shot. I was just a poor kid from Chester trying to get an opportunity to get into parties for free. So I went and offered myself to him. I said, "Look, I want to hand out, for your flyers and stuff."
Right.
And he said I could. It was pretty popular on campus, so I was able to, hand flyers out for him. And then I guess I got big-headed, as you would say, and I was like, pretty popular dude. Can I partner with you on the event so I can make some money for school? And he did the greatest thing for me anybody ever did. He looked at me. He said, "Nah, nigga." And he looked at me with disgust. And being from where we from, it was kind of like fighting words. So I was at that I was at that fork in the road, and I really want to tell this part of the story because it's most important for young people to know. You'll have things that offend you, but it's how you respond to them that's most important. That could close doors for you, and it was a fateful moment that changed the trajectory of my entire career because, I said, you understand, you're right. I made an agreement with you, and you hold on to that agreement. I didn't say I wanted money. I said I wanted to hand out flyers so I could be a part of what's lit.
Right.
So I decided, okay, so since I can't do that, this was a different time, y'all. Like today, y'all could just go holler at a venue yourself and say, "Hey, I can bring 500 people to your venue," and a club might trust that you can do it. Back in the day, you had to be initiated. So you had to come through a promoter that was already established. I'll give a shout out later to some of the brothers who mentored me. But, that was that opportunity. And I said, okay, so since I can't throw the parties, we being freshmen on campus and sophomores, we weren't allowed to have cars in Hampton. So a lot of the undergraduates had to leave the party early to get home in time. So I said,
on that bus.
yeah, exactly. So I said, you know what? I'm going to rent, some school buses. I brought, shout out to Darius, I brought some money from my older brother Darius over in Camden. I was getting good and had some paper and gave me some money. I rented some school buses. My boy was in the military. So we went over to Langley Air Force Base and we bought up, liquor for cheap. Made jungle juice, put on the bus. Made money, charged them to get on the bus. They got there safe, they got back safe. Nobody got put out by 5. We used to get put out of school out by 5. And rest was history. So I went from doing one bus at Hampton to 2 buses, and then we went from sending them from Hampton to Old Dominion University, then the Norfolk State, and then all the schools. So now I'm making, if not just as much money, probably more money than he was off the transports.
Wow.
And he took notice of that, and he respected it. So when he left, he got his situation with a major label in New York, and he made me the liaison between those schools to them being able to book from that label. I could say the label was Def Jam. Yeah, it was Def Jam. So the Ja Rules, Charlie Baltimore, shout out to my sisters lit at the time, Ashanti's, Method Man, Redman. You remember they had the Def Jamaica album, Yana. They had to go through me to get Old Dominion. Had to go through me. Hampton had to go through me. Norfolk State had to go through me to get it. So that was my first taste of the real business of being. He called me a liaison. I'm sure he was eating. He was chewing more than I was, but he gave me my little percentage.
Right.
And it taught me some of the business of being, a booking agent. At the time, he just called me a liaison, but really I was the booking agent, closing the deals. And from there, I took notice of their management because I would deal directly with management. And that's where I found the passion for managing. And I was like, you know what? I think this is really dope. This might be the path that I want to go. Eventually, I had to leave Hampton 2 years in. Mom got sick. Had to come home and take care of her. Sat out of school for a couple years. So that ended that for me. And it was just like, okay, I'm back in Chester. This is my reality again. But, like a mother, like a Umi will do. Exactly. So like a Umi will do, she said, yo, you taking your ass back to school. So
how's she doing now?
By the mercy and grace of Allah, she's doing a lot better. She
That's
was
good.
battling
That's good.
rheumatoid arthritis. She couldn't walk at all.
Wow.
But she decided to go a more natural route, a more holistic healing route, instead of letting them give her whatever the medication.
Yeah.
So she's back up walking.
Wow.
Alhamdulillah.
Blessings to her.
Yeah, so she was like, going back to school. I wasn't trying to go back to Hampton. So I say, you know what, I'll stay local. End up going to Widener University. I linked up there with the fraternity I'm part of now, Kappa Alpha Psi, and that gave me opportunity like to rebuild my brand because they weren't throwing huge events there, but I knew the city was going to back me. So I started throwing the parties there, and now I'm bringing out. It went from 200 to 400 to 1,000 people coming out, and like that really, I thank my city for making me legendary because they were supporting me before the colleges were.
Right.
So I was bringing Chester to the college campuses,
Exactly.
and not one time, knock on wood, it still doesn't happen to this day. Not one fight. Oh, I'm lying. One fight happened,
Right.
but Chester never caused
Caused
a
it.
fight.
Right.
They respected me
Because
enough.
I feel like when you really go somewhere and you having so much fun, who's thinking
Who's
about
trying to
getting
fight?
in?
Honestly.
I just think it's close. That type of stuff normally happens closer to the end because everybody's so intoxicated.
I will say that, but sister, I think it was more. It became a holy grail.
Right.
Like people respected what I was trying to do,
Exactly. And it was fun.
Yeah, and it was like
And it's
we
a
don't
good-
want this to end. Like
good
we
way to
can mess
network,
this
too.
up.
People
Yeah,
get to meet each other and link up more. That's decent.
yeah. So, we kept getting popping there, and then eventually, I was actually still working at the time while in school. I was wrapping checks, and I happened to be working with Andre Rodney. Shout out to my brother, but he goes by DJ Buzz. Y'all probably know that name very well, Buzzworthy. He was just telling me about this young lady that he was dating. He was just like, yeah, this time I named myself Status. He's like, yeah, Status, man, I'm telling you, like, she's gonna be the next one up, man. Her uncle is Cosmic Kev. She's about to get with the radio station.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, let's start rocking. Bring her to some of the parties, have her DJ the parties. And that was DJ Diamond, cuz my sister Tina. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm about to say, I
So-
know who that
Yeah, I love
is.
her.
Yeah,
I know
so
who that is.
we literally we really starting this thing together, and I love them to death, man. I would not be who I am today without them. But she came and was rocking the parties. He rocked the parties,
Nice.
and we just really built it out, man. We getting free shout outs on the radio, and all, like she representing Chester heavy, like,
Yeah, she is.
and building out from there. I want to tell this stuff because it's very important. There was one fight, but that fight changed everything for me in not just my love for my city, but understanding our true culture. It's one thing about here, we'll fight amongst ourselves like a family, but when we go outside of town,
Yeah.
Stick together.
we stick together. I don't care
Absolutely.
what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And I've heard this from inside the walls, like brothers and prisoners, like, y'all Chester motherfuckers. But we had a party. I threw a big step show, first ever. It came to the city. It was huge. I'm talking about thousands of people. We did it at the Swartz Gymnasium at Widener. Then we had the big after party, and a couple of the guys from William Penn Projects and some from the Ville was there. At the time they was having some real serious issues, and again, like it was Holy Grail, it was a spot everybody came. We ain't gonna fuck up Status shit, so they were having the time of their life. And these dumb motherfuckers from Baltimore thought, I guess one of the bro, I won't say his, I ain't gonna embarrass him. That's my dog. I ain't gonna embarrass him, but he was dancing with one of the boys' girlfriends or something.
Oh gosh.
So the boy from Baltimore decided to flex on him, and out of respect for me, like I seen it happen. Like me and my shout out to my childhood best friend, Sincere. But we was standing there literally watching it unfold, and they was talking to the wrong one. And he tried to really talk the boy down. He said, "Man, I didn't know that was your girl, man. All right, just go on about your business."
Right.
Boy kept flexing. Man,
Showing off.
he went to swing and miss.
It was over.
Bow, stretch ball. But it was a
Yeah.
lot of them, though. A lot of dudes from Boston. They came to rushing. When they hopped on him, we all ran on him. What I saw, the brothers from Sun Village jumped on them and helped the brother from the project. And we was in there tearing that place up.
I'm sure.
And when it came to, of course, Chester won that fight, I just had this premonition like, damn, man, like, these brothers are really out here trying to kill each other every day. But when it came to an outsider trying to do something to him,
you're not doing
yeah.
it.
So I said, we can stop
It's
the
like
violence.
family.
Yeah, it's
You
family.
fight each other,
So I
but
said,
you can't.
how is this-
Nobody else can.
Yeah,
do
nobody else can do it. So I'm like, we can stop the violence in the city somehow. And at that point, I had opened a home-based studio. I was just telling Pierre about that. I opened a home-based studio, and
Where's that?
well, it's not open now. This was years
Right.
ago, but it was
We
over
need
at
that back,
Sun Hill.
though.
Yeah,
We need that back.
and
We just talked about that. We don't have
shout out to Nickel Nine. He know this story real well.
Yeah, me
As
and him
he
be
told
talking
you,
about this stuff all the time. He
So-
was trying to get me to run some.
So I had that premonition because a lot of the artists was starting to come over from the other studio that was in the city. They started to come over. My spot was cheaper.
Yep.
The quality was still good.
Yep. Exactly.
And like I took care of cats. Like I've always been a preacher. Like I'm saying, so I always would preach to them and talk to them and like tell them like y'all got to get out of it and focus on this, and even trying to teach them the industry. You know what I'm saying? So I had the idea, what if I did, a Chester compilation album, and I got all the artists in the city from different hoods together for the first time, and how that could help. So I started. I first had to find a producer. Shout out to LDB, legend in the industry now. He's from our city. He's produced for Chris Brown, DJ Khaled, a whole lot of different artists in the business.
Nice.
But LDB was just getting started, and I reached out to him and said, "Yo, would you like to work on this project with me?" So he agreed, and I just started to try to find all the artists in the city. And again, I reached out to. There was a lot of companies down here that were like connected in New York with a lot of the record labels, but they really just wasn't fucking with me and my movement for some reason, or fucking with the younger people. And I just went around them. I asked them first to be a part of it. I got shot down. I didn't wait. So I said, you know what? Let me just go to the underground artist who's doing it from every hood. So I said, I need an artist from every hood in the city. And I found one, maybe two of the artists. And then what I did, I would just bring them to the studio. I would start the project with them. But every time I would bring one, I would bring one from another hood. Because at that point, I understood my power. This is the holy grail here. So
exactly.
they, regardless of how they feel outside of here, they're not gonna come to my shit.
Yeah, you gotta work together.
So brought them through, and they started. I just talked to them just about the beefs and how we could stop it and where they feel the problems were. And after the conversation, I said, "Man, pour that shit out in the music," and we made an amazing project.
Wow.
And to close it out, shout out to Nickel Nine again. To close it out, the last hood that I reached out to, shout out to the big homie G Woo. I heard about these brothers from
I grew up well with him.
yeah, I heard about these brothers from Woodland, PA, which we affectionately know as the South Side of Chester. Yeah, it's the South Side of Chester. You know what I mean? Because they really, for anybody who's not from this area, it's right there. It's family, and we go to school together. But there's two hoods down here that the suburbs don't claim as a part. So Brookhaven has Toby Farms, so they push all of them. It's gentrified, so they push all of them into Chester, and then you got Woodland, which is really Ridley, that they push all of them into Chester. So those are two hoods that we claim as a city.
Literally walk up the street and it's the east side.
Yeah, so they set the tone for the project, and they came through because they were not the first from our city to get a break, but they were the first rappers from the city to really get a break, and their movement was stopped by a well-known legendary rapper from Philly. So it's really fucked up. Their record was really buzzing, and they could have got a record deal, and he got on air and told them, and I'll never forget that shit. He said, "If it ain't Philly, it ain't moving." And that was the last time that record. I ain't gonna do that, sister. But yeah, I mean, plus he's a Muslim.
Me and Nickel Nine talked about.
Yeah, he's a Muslim too, so I ain't gonna do that. I'm sure he regrets it,
we
but
talked about that.
he said, if it ain't Philly, it ain't moving. And that was the last time the brothers got spun, and I knew about that, and I just wanted to help them. So I say, I wrote y'all anthem. I wrote the Southside anthem.
Yeah, because I was telling my brother about it. He like, what's Southside anthem? I said, bro, you was away a long time.
Yeah. And they came through. I had the hook.
So
Am I lying, Nickel Nine? Am I lying?
So you gotta let me hear that.
Yeah.
Song
So
wait, how the hook go?
So
I can let him know because he don't know what y'all talking about. He's originated from Southside.
What I did was I knew it was called the Southside. I would study every artist in every hood and really talk to them. So I wanted to get the essence of every hood involved in this project. And this one stood out to me the most because again, they were they weren't foundational Chester. It's just we adopted them. So it's like, what's the South Side shit about? And once they said it, I went and I told LDB and I said, yo, we gotta come up with something. So I went back and I was like, there was a record already called South Side. So I went back and I listened. Shout out to KRS-One. I went back and listened to that record over and over again. And I just kept it South Side, South Bronx, the South Bronx, South Bronx. I was like, nah, that's it. So let me see if I can remember it. All my niggas in the house, if you ready to ride, throw your dough in the air for the South Side.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Young gorillas, if you feel us, take a puff of the lie, blow your smoke in the air for the South Side, nigga, the South Side. Man, I said, oh, that's it. So LDB came up, he started playing to the lyrics I wrote. I said, oh man, that's it. So when they walked in the door, I was like, G Woo, I want you to hit the button. He hit the button, them niggas went crazy.
It was over.
And Me No Guns got in there first, man. The rest was history. And shout out to my brothers, man. They all slaughtered that record, man. But that one was heavy to me.
Best albums ever. One of the best groups
ever. So you know what I mean. From there, we kept pushing towards it, and I don't know.
Stand it with them. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but I guess from the artists just out, because I wasn't even starting my marketing campaign yet. It was just strictly let's get the music done. But the artists are out talking about it.
Right.
Somehow, I don't know how it got to them, but I get a call from first the Delco Times, then I get a call from the Enquirer, and they wanted to do a story on us and what the project was about, because it's a peace project.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know if y'all really know what this project is. It's a peace project, but this is how we want to deal with peace amongst ourselves. This ain't no bubblegum bullshit.
Yep. Right.
You know what I'm
This ain't
saying?
got nothing to do with y'all outsiders.
Yeah, I let them come in and be themselves and say what the real problem is, so we can really get to a solution. And we went, and it was just historic. They wrote those articles, so now the buzz was up crazy about it. So I named it the missing piece of the puzzle. And to close the project out, shout out to Kenneth Johnson, who's an attorney brother of mine, but he's also a poet. He came in and I threw a big listening session for all the artists to finally hear the project together. And we cooked food for them. We had liquor. We just rocked out at the time of our life. Had everybody dress up. We did a photo shoot that day.
Right.
It was just crazy. And I was like, we're going to finally have the closeout record, which Kev Thomas, that's a shout out to Yes God. He says Exit 6 to this day, but that was the name of the record, and that's why he says that he loves that.
They all still say that, too. Exit
So
6.
we call that Welcome to Exit 6, and all the artists was on there. They all got like 8 bars and slaughtered it, man. But it was one of the most beautiful things. I don't care what I do in my career. That will stand out for me the best because it really showed the unity. And then, of course, now from the articles in the paper and some of the interviews we were doing, now the politicians in the city wanted to get involved and wanted to say they wanted to help. You know, they play that game. So
they want some type of recognition.
Yeah.
So you gotta make them look good.
We already did the
okay,
footwork
yeah.
already, so what y'all doing? But okay.
So they
in the limelight.
And I think this is how I blackballed myself for a while, because they invited us to perform. They used to have this huge July 4th festival down here, and they invited us to have a part of the stage, and we went. And I told the brothers, man, go raw. I don't care, and they was really upset about it.
Yeah,
but
they was mad.
Went out there, we killed it. Yeah, but
it wasn't no bleep.
yeah. We moved a lot of units of that project too, so I'm grateful to Allah for that, and that being a part of history. And
but speaking of Southside, so I'm an originator. I'm the female OG from Southside.
Absolutely.
You heard of the honeycomb, right?
Absolutely.
So the honeycomb was the Fishers and the Mets. It was us, like my family and the Fishers. We had the 2 biggest families in the whole Woodland projects. We was deep. So, of course, with the 2 biggest families, I had all these brothers and all these sisters. Same thing with them. Everybody always hung in front of these same 2 houses, and it was literally in the middle of the projects. It was so crazy. They had a bench. I remember they had a bench that sat across the street on the Fishers' property. We done had tires tied up and made swings on the tree. I'm telling y'all, we done built clubhouses inside the tree, but you know it's housing authority, so they took it down. But I'm telling you, we had some great times. But we had the two biggest families, and they ended up calling that the honeycomb because that's where everybody would hang at. Girls and guys. It just didn't matter. We all just flocked to that one spot.
Right.
And it was the two biggest families. Just us alone had a lot of people.
Like 30 y'all outside.
Yeah.
Just y'all two.
When I say we used to have so much fun, man. St. Ives, that's why I remember these 800. What's that? OE.
Oh, OE, absolutely, absolutely.
St. Ives bottles everywhere.
That's why. Before I get back to my story, I will say one thing about Chester I always love. We've always had our own identity away from Philly. Like when people say, "Yo, y'all in the county," we not part of the county because the county got their thing, and they even try to be like Philly to me. But Chester is always still on its own. If anything, we're like a southern West Coast city, like you said, like the way we operate because it's a small town. We got a lot of pride out here, and I've seen some bullshit on Instagram. Some goofy chick. Not even from Chester. Went on there talking about she is from North Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chester is North Philly.
I was supposed to be on there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You were supposed to go on the show.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother TV Bay. You was laughing a little too much, nigga. Like you got good. They got a good laugh out of that, but like, nah, she ain't from Chester at all.
She said, yeah, from Chester. She said, yeah, North Philly. He said, no, I'm from North Philly. You don't know.
But I'm gonna make this known now because there's a lot of arrogance in Philly, which it should be. They Philly, you know what I'm saying? They love where they from. Right. We got arrogance down here too, and we love where we from. And you ain't gonna ever see us out here pretending to be from somewhere else. Absolutely,
they shot Jersey out, they shot Delaware out down.
Yeah, we gonna definitely always rep where we from. You know what I'm saying? Chester, we got our own everything. So you know what I'm saying? We prideful here. We see pride. You know what I'm saying? We throw that orange and that black on wherever we go. And you got a couple goofies that have gone places and pretended to be from somewhere else, man. That's happened. Right. A couple people broke my heart when I was younger. That's why I put Chester on my back so hard, and I carry this flag and make sure that it's respected. Not that, I go and I carry myself very well everywhere I go. I'm respected because I want them to know that this is what Chester is. Because a lot of people went places, pretended to be, like, I don't know what their embarrassment was or just feeling left out. They used to say they was from the city. Yeah, and that hurt me as a kid. I remember running home. I won't even embarrass the brother. That's my brother, but he was out of pocket. But there was somebody who was famous from the city, and they went on Rap City. And I remember being a kid and running home from school. I was in the 5th grade. I ran home from school excited because I knew he was going to be on there. And he went on there and said he was from Philly, and that fucked my soul up as a 9-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So I promised I would never do that. Don't say no name. We don't do that. But like, I promised myself that I would never do that, and I'd be a better example. And everybody that's come behind me is taking that same bear. That's why I said, shout out to Rondé Hollis Jefferson. I remember an interview. Ooh, that gave me chills. Shout out to my brother Day Day. He got on there, and sister just kept trying to say it too. Oh yeah, Philadelphia basketball. He said, nah, I'm from Chester. Well, yeah, somewhere else. He said, nah. I need to be clear. I'm from Chester. Like, so I want y'all to know that again. We from Chester. We love where we from. We got our own culture, and we gonna see success come out of here in every way that you see. But getting back to this story, after that project, I got a call from shout out to Skip Waller from Black Cat. He reached out to me. We had a fallout prior. That's why I even opened my studio. Because we just couldn't see eye to eye of us working at his studio. And he started to respect what I was doing. And it was really just like, old heads not seeing the vision in this young lion that I was proving myself to be. And he finally reached out and said, look, we got to find a way to work together. I'm opening a new spot. I would love for you to operate your business out there. So I said, well, let me go talk to my partner. Partner said, yeah, it would be good for good money. So I brought it back, the name of my company. So I brought it back. I said, yeah, you can't have me without having good money. He said, no, I asked for you. And I said, so what you think, I'm just going to shut my shit down? Like, he said, nah, you could do that over there. I said, no, I take what I do everywhere I go. Right. So I said, either it's going to be a conglomerate or we can't do it. Eventually, he understood, he agreed. The rest was history at the time.
She wasn't backing down, so.
Yeah, I just started working with another DJ I started managing named DJ Damage. He was at the rivaling radio station. It was called 100.3 The B at the time. And everything just started to like click. Like Allah was just making it happen fast.
Right.
And so we had this new studio set up. So I got the office. So now it's not in the crib anymore, and it's like we can really make noise and move around. So I say, you know what, I'm turn this joint up, and I'm the biggest party promoter right now on the college event level in the country. So I was like, any artist, and we're booking artists left and right. So every time we book an artist, we bring them to Philly. I make them sign a contract in Chester. You know what I'm saying? I would bring them through the studio. And so now that the studio's growing, and I asked Damage, like, what are some of your short-term and long-term goals? And one of it, he said, I want to do a college tour. I want to be crazy parties like what you throwing. And I said, bet. So we started playing something called the Collateral Damage Tour. And then I get a call from my sister, Brandy Staton. She was the female version of me. And she was the biggest female college promoter, biggest male college promoter.
I used to work with her.
Okay. I thought I recognized you, bro. Yeah. So Brandy, like, yo, there's this kid from Philly named Meek Mill. He's popping. I want to take him on tour. I heard about your situation. Would you be down? I said, well, yeah, me and Damage are planning this tour. Why don't we just combine it? At the time, I didn't know who Meek Mill was. I was fresh coming back from Virginia, and I ain't listened to underground Philly rap. But, like, he had the song in my bag, and it was going crazy. And then he went to jail, and when he got out, he started working with Jalil from our city. So I was like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? Let's bridge the gap. So that story was even crazy in itself, because I went down.
Yeah, the whole story, because he gave me more of the background of stuff that I didn't know, because I left this.
Yeah, I went down. I met with my mentor and big brother this day, Charlie Mack, love him to death. Love him to life. You know what I'm saying? So I went and negotiated a deal on Brandy's behalf. But what Brandy didn't tell me, she kind of already made a deal with him, or like oversold to underdeliver, and I was supposed to be fixing it. So it's just certain things I don't do when it comes to money. If someone asks for money, you can have that. You know what I'm saying? This is what we agreed to. I don't try to undercut people's value. But it was under certain terms that we were going to do it. And we came to terms, me and Charlie. I think she wasn't happy about it, but she didn't express it to me. So we had an event in the city the night before with Trey Songz. The next day, I couldn't get her on the phone. Now, it's not to down my sister. This is history. I'm just telling her I love my sisters like to this day. To this day, but I couldn't get her on the phone. So I called her from a different phone. She picks right up. So I was like, I was like, Brandy, like, what the fuck? We got to meet with them in a few hours. She acted like she was asleep. Yo, status, man. I was asleep, but I can't even do it, man. Like, that number. But she brought it to me, so I'm like, I'm not the type of person that, like, shuts down business. You know what I'm saying? If once I make an agreement with you, my word is my bond as a Muslim. So I said, this has to happen now. So I got on the phone, and I called some of my street friends and said, yo, we got to make this happen. I'm a little short because the business arrangement that she promised him was half of the entire tour up front. Mind you, I'm a college student. I'm making my pay for my parties, but I won't divulge the number, but it was a big number. It's like, I can't give you half of that up front for the whole tour. No. So I said, you know what? I don't need the discount from you. I'll give you the amount of every show you asking for. And that price was a high number, but I said we would literally do a deposit when we're playing each event. You know what I'm saying? So he agreed, and out of respect, he dropped the number down, but it was still higher than what she was comfortable with. So I think she just wanted to walk away. So I picked the tour up myself, got a little bit of help. I slammed that money on the table with Charlie. We've been friends ever since. It's been big brother because he just respected that we were both brought to the table by somebody who flaked, but I kept my word as my bond. And, our relationship has always been built off that. He's never lied to me about anything. Like, I don't give a fuck how people feel about Charlie Mack. I live and die by the brother. He's thorough to me. You know what I mean? Because I've never had time where I picked up the phone. I needed him. He wasn't there. He didn't give me the advice I needed or the resources that I needed. But also, you know what I'm saying, just being that big brother, not just to Philly, but just to young black people and trying to see this thing of ours push forward. So we set up to do the tour. It's exciting. We planning, and that tour ended up being crazy. I know we got a short time, so I can't give the whole story, but one of the dates that really,
that tour.
yeah. Oh, you remember?
I remember
Yeah.
that tour.
One of the dates that stood out was Bloomsburg because they did everything in their power to really stop the event from happening at the university. Now, we was throwing the events off campus, but promoting to campus students. So I'm talking about they jumped through every hoop to shut bid. They called other businesses, told us not to utilize us, and then we finally found this last spot called the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds. And Charlie called me the night before and said, "Status, you get on that road tomorrow, you owe me that pay." And I said, "Cool, I'll send it to you now if it's a problem." I said, "My word is my bond. I don't. If they shut it down, you still get your money. You get on that road, you need your money. I understand the business." And he respect that he came up there. And while they were walking through the door, you can find this on YouTube. While they were walking through the door, all like 7 to 10 police cars pull up, surround the building. They all hop out with guns, and they coming to shut this down. These just college students. So all this because a lady some white lady at the university had asked to grind with one of my partners for still doing the event with our permission. So she was trying to shut it down, and we beat her. She felt defeated. So they were just going to come just bully us and shut it down. Her excuse was we didn't pay taxes on the event, which you don't have to do but 30 days after the event. So it's made up wherever they could. I said, "Now I know what the fuck this is. It's a shakedown." So I was talking to the captain of the police, and DJ Difference was literally walking in, and him and Charlie and what's the other brother was working with them from Cav's brother. Well, they really close. Damn, I'm forgetting my brother's name. I feel bad.
brother?
He used to be with not Heat 100. What's the other station that was up that way?
Oh yeah, Purple.
No, it's a brother. Why can't I think of his name on the brain?
You might be talking about the one that
Old
you
head.
used to DJ with
The old head.
from the club.
It'll come to me, and I
Scuba
was going to shout his name out, but they were walking through the
Scuba
door, and I literally pulled 20 grand out of my pocket and threw it in the cop's face and said, "Get the fuck out." And he smiled and turned around, called his guys off and left. And I lost money, but the principle stayed and the respect stayed. So I tell everybody, if you want to sum up me as a human being, is honor, respect, loyalty, devotion, the key virtues, principle, brotherhood, sisterhood. I need to always keep my word. And when I said that event was going to happen, I was going to die, or that event was going to happen. It's just that simple. Like Will Smith says, you getting off this treadmill first, or I'm gonna die. And I mean, that's just how I move. And it ended up becoming, like I said, that was one of the greatest events, and it was beautiful looking back. And I ran into Meek at the club not too long ago, and he embraced me and was like, "Yo, man, we had some great times together." But to see that young man and to see, I literally told Khan, I said, "Yo, he's a star, bro." I said, "Phil," I told Phil, I said, "Bro, he's gonna be a star." And this is first time seeing white and Asian fans, so I'm grateful to say that through my tour and my promotion, he was able to find fans that he didn't even believe he had. And when he came on stage, he was just shocked.
Yeah.
Whole rows of
they be stagnant.
Yeah.
You to Philly, that's it.
Yeah, and it was dope, man. It was a beautiful tour. A lot of careers was made out of that. Shout out my brother, Yes God. He came on that journey and that ride with me.
Good dude.
And I even gave him that name, Yes God.
Oh,
So
for
it's
real?
yeah, it's really
Oh,
dope.
wow.
That's something my brother shout out
That's
to
so funny.
shout out to John Roberts, his son. Yes God, Yes God. That's what John used to say from the gardens. And my brother and Kev took that and he ran with it. But he went out with me on those tours and he documented history, man. He got that footage, and I believe that Meek's team reached out to him some years ago to use some of the footage that we were out with for the documentary that he put out when he just came home. But it was dope, man. We've been a part of some great history, even continuing on.
So, but you got a project going on right now. What's
Yeah,
that
man.
about?
The newest project now. That's my brother, Fake Free KP.
Yes, that's my guy.
We
I
about
interview him.
we about to
And
make
he gonna have your
history
radio,
again.
Remember?
Yeah.
You interview him. Do KP?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we about to make history again. Southwest Philly's finest, man. His brother's going places,
We
man.
gotta bring him back because he's on a whole
Absolutely.
totally different level from back then when we interviewed him.
Absolutely.
You know?
We're gonna have a great announcement very soon. I would like within the next few weeks, inshallah. But things are really about to change, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, he's so talented.
Yeah, and deserving because the brother really cares, and sometimes
See the passion in it.
yeah, sometimes artists get a bad rap. You think about people like Kanye. The same thing you hate about him is what you love about him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I can say about KP. Like, he's a musical genius, and he cares. Like the times he just sits and he's so meticulous about the smallest things that not just happen in the music, but that happens in the production, that happens in the music videos. Like very hands on, and it's make it easy for me because I'm very hands on too. So we've created some great work together.
Good collaboration.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been blessed, man, throughout my career. I know we short on time, but I got stories about producing J. Cole's video "Love Yours," and how that
Like
happens.
one of my favorite songs.
And he says the greatest record he's ever created and the greatest project, and he attributes the music video to that, which really wasn't even supposed to be his music video. It was just something we was doing for fun and turned into his official video, man. So like, God has always put me in the right places at the right time to help humanity, and I'm grateful for that. And like I said, an hour interview couldn't sum up the life that I've had been blessed to live. I don't look at anything as curses, even from fighting my trial and being falsely accused of a crime, having people who used to praise me just a year before when I got the Man Distinction Award from City of Philadelphia. Same people turn around and say, I always knew he was a piece of shit,
Wow.
So it's interesting.
The whole time, it wasn't even you.
It wasn't even the truth. And then of course they yell that out, but when when I was exonerated, no one said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And but from there, I said God always uses his soldiers. I remember damn, getting choked up because this past Ramadan at the Eid, my cellie. My cellie said I'm the reason he became a Muslim.
Wow.
And I just ran into him at the Eid, and he got to tell my mother that, and that meant the world to me.
Yeah.
That he said, yo, I found Islam by watching your son's discipline inside that jail, and I just was being myself.
Just a natural born
yeah, and that was grateful for that. And I appreciate it because when he got out before I did, he left me his TV. So I was in there good. But coming home, and shout out to the Black Ops, Black Opportunities, Hawk Newsom, Shavonna Newsom, because they backed me during that year I was going through that trial, and I had a lawyer. Shout out to Mike Malloy, that Irish boy. He a fighter.
And there used to be Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, they were Black Lives Matter in New York. They became Black Opportunities. But Mike Malloy he's the one that represented me. He's representing the young man dealing with that issue now. Nice. But I say it to them because of them, when I beat my trial, I felt that I owed them something. And,
right.
I already paid, Mike Malloy back. I helped him get Leroy Evans home. Nice. Shout out to the Evans fan. It was my brother's doc. But I got into revolutionary activism because of that. And it was just me wanting to serve the people that served me. So I just started helping them and going out. I just wanted to protect Hawk and make sure that he was safe. So I came out, and protect him and did security for him. And then start to learn about the organization as a whole and what revolutionary activism really was, and I ran with it. And from there, I we went out to, where was it? Denver, Colorado. There was a black family of farmers. The brother was from Texas. I found his wife was from Southwest Philly, actually. She was in the military. And they were being harassed by white supremacists. They were poisoning their livestock. And I just saw this online. They shot through the house, almost shot the mother. They killed the dog. Like, they was really torturing this family. And something like yeah. And so I said, we got to do something. So we ended up linking up with the Black Liberation Movement out of Mississippi, Geronimo Pratt Gun Club out of Texas, because we couldn't get our guns out of PA and New York. And we met with them out there, and we went on the farm, and we took up arms for the family. And we had a standoff with the white supremacists. And of course, they cowards. They backed off once they saw that the family had support, and we was giving them like 24-hour protection. And it was just a beautiful thing to see. And I stepped into my light in that aspect because the leader, Hawk Newsom, his flight was delayed coming back. And I had to go speak on the Capitol steps. And I had to represent them. And I don't know why Allah did this, but and they are our brothers. You know, I love our brothers, all black brothers, but the Hebrew Israelites. Oh man, shout out to
the people that wear the purple and gold.
Shout out to my brothers, the Hebrew Israelites. Like we one family, because when this enemy stops you, they don't say, "Oh, you a Muslim, I'm gonna leave you alone. You're a Christian, I'm gonna leave you alone." Right. Hebrew Israelite, they say you a nigga, and they crack you upside your fucking head. So I love our brothers, but they chose that moment. And it wasn't the moment that I was happy with, because again, before I went back out there, took up arms, I had to explain this to my daughters. At the time, my daughter was 5, my other daughter was 11. And you can't explain, Daddy might not come home. And I had to write my will because I knew what I signed up for. Right. And those emotions run through. And then we had this interaction with the white supremacists. So now, we the only people that came to this family's aid, right? And they told us this has been going on for a year. It just intensified. Wow. And it started off of an argument. And these are things you look back in history. If anybody ever watched To Kill a Mockingbird, or you see some of the stories of what happened to Emmett Till and these things, they always start off some small ass shit, some white woman lying.
And then they start adding all that extra fire and smoke to it.
The mother, the family, they were so loving. They used to give a lot of their crops to the neighbors. Like if they grew things, take it to the family, give them chicken eggs and all types of stuff. And then one time they had an argument with the neighbor, the wife did, and it escalated into this thing where the entire surrounding farms turned on them. And now they're harassing them. And then went from that to the local police, and everybody's the court system going at them, not giving them justice. And then they start terrorizing them. And I won't say this part here, but I found out what it really was. It's always a hidden hand, or it's a hidden devil at play. But that was all going through me at the time. Like I just almost died the other day, or could have, you know what I'm saying? Or would have had to take lives. And now I'm at this Capitol steps, and there's hundreds of people here. Like I'm talking about damn near 1,000 people out here. And I'm just looking at these motherfuckers. And at the time, like I'm big on unity. So I called I forgot the imam's name that was out there. I called him, called the minister from the Nation of Islam. I called the Hebrew Israelites. The man responded. The minister of the Nation of Islam responded, and one other organization. But I called the NAACP. I called everybody. A lot of them didn't show up even for that. I'm talking about called prior to say y'all need to help us on this farm. They didn't respond. So now I'm seeing these people at this. When it's time, the mic's in your face. Now you want to speak. So I'm enraged. I ain't gonna lie, I was enraged, and I'm completely in soldier mode at this point. So fuck all of y'all. So now the Hebrew Israelites are across the street, and they're doing their preaching, and they decide to turn the mic up to drown out the speakers on the steps with us. So I'm not from out there. So I looked at the brother from the FOI, and he was like, all right. So I walked across the street, and I politely asked him, turn it off. These motherfuckers stuck a camera in my face. So I said, oh, y'all want to play this game now? So I said, how about I knock you the fuck out with this camera here? So now that's how I want it. He said, oh, brother. I said, no, we're going to escalate because you playing the game. Because I came to talk to you as a man, just ask you respect it. Now you want to put a camera in my face and you want to make this something. But where were y'all when it was going on? So I guess I don't know what they call their leader, but he stepped and asked me to step aside and talk. So we got to an understanding. I calmed down. But because of that energy, that's how I ended up going viral. Because of that energy, that's where you saw me when I spoke on the stage. But I also offered for those brothers. I said, this ain't the way to go about it. I said, I'm going to make the platform for you to speak. They're like, well, they're not going to let us speak. I said, well, I'm going to see to you speak. Because ain't nobody telling me anybody ain't speaking today. And we went across the street, and after my speech, they came on right after me. But I had to say, I went down that pathway, and everything I go and I do is in the name of Allah. And Allah has put me in these predicaments because he's utilizing me to help humanity in whatever way it is. And I think we all got to find that pathway of where God is trying to use us. Yeah.
We need them all.
Yeah, we got to find out where God is using us. And God has been in every one of these situations where I can say I'm blessed to be a part of a lot of people's journeys. And, sometimes, it's a saying, I don't liken myself to a prophet, so I don't like to say this statement a lot. But, they say, a prophet is respected everywhere except for at home, except his hometown or in his home. And I don't believe that I get the respect or the credit that I'm due from this city. But it never was about that. I live by that statement, what Chester makes Chester. But I've gotten too many accolades outside of here not to get them at home. But we don't do it for that. We do it for the sake of Allah. And that's what keeps me going. And like I said, I'm grounded in this, and I don't plan to stop anytime soon. This is just wherever God's taking us. And the next mission has been with mental health. So,
That's our topic tonight.
Oh, that was the topic?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, we've delved in that. Shout out to Fonz, the therapist. He actually saved my life, man. I was at a bad place a few years ago, just life in general. And, and everybody can say, I'm not ashamed to say I thought about ending it. And he was there at the right time and stepped in. And he'd been asking me to represent him. And I didn't know what to do. I'm like, what the fuck I'm going to do with a therapist? Like, I'm in the entertainment business. But he wanted me to manage his career. And from that, I found, okay, you're vital to this thing of ours. You're vital to hip hop. Because right now, hip hop is being driven by telling kids to use drugs and telling them to violate women and slide on this homie, not realizing there's a grassroots to why these young people even feeling this way. So let's get to the grassroots. You can't do that without therapy. And we've been working on a project called Healing the Culture, and reached out to a lot of celebrity friends. God willing, y'all see that soon. But our goal was to
Let us know.
We do live therapy sessions with entertainers, sports figures, musicians, and they'll sit down, lay on the couch, and have a live therapy session with this man. You just find out, we all the same, and those people will go through so much, and then they got to live in the spotlight and having to deal with that. And we always forget that they're human beings. So it really is multiple ways of helping heal. It's helping that person heal and understand that they have help. And then it helps the people to see, okay, these are people we look up to, but we look at them like they all are. These people still in the same toilet as you at night. They can't help it. They hurt just like you. And that was the mission behind it. So with everything that I do, Allah is involved, man, and I'm grateful to be utilized as a tool in that way, man. And that's why I say I'm honored to be here. I'll come back anytime you ask. Yeah,
Definitely appreciate you coming out.
For sure.
For real. You telling your whole story and us listening and understanding how you got to where you are.
Yes.
I just got one question. If it was like something you can go back and do and like just change, like what would that be?
Beautiful question.
Like if you think about doing
Small or
something-
big.
Nah,
Small or big.
Yeah, because it's like I feel as though people go through things to get to where they are, and you went through what you went through to get where you are. But if you had that choice, you'd be
Go back
like,
and change something, would you?
what would it be? Or would you change anything?
I thought he already said it.
Yeah, he kind of like it. Kind of made him what he would. What he
Yeah,
is.
and that's why I can't honestly say it be the case because
You have to
in
go
the
through that
Quran it
trial
talk
and
yeah,
tribulation.
I was gonna say in the Quran it talks about you will be tried every year, loss of life, loss of property,
Something.
diminution of fruit. You will lose something, and the goal for that is for you to overcome it. We're put on this earth. You gotta understand how we even came into existence. You are one sperm cell of billions
Yeah.
that went on this pathway. The minute the
And you just made it through.
yeah, the minute intercourse happens, you going, and a lot of them, the weaker ones die off,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones that die off, they get consumed or eaten by you
Mhm.
pushing forward to get to the egg, so you can keep going. And even through our sojourn through the transatlantic slave trade, you understand we are the strongest of those people. People value strong in saying, "Well, fuck, I wouldn't have went through that. I would have just jumped overboard." That's
Say
really
that now.
weakness. That's really weakness. You couldn't endure, and it's an age old saying: the race is not to the strong, it's not to the most fit, it's to the one who can endure the most. So we're really the strongest of those people. So changing anything, I can't say I would, because those situations happen because of who I am. I love saying this. I got this from Denzel Washington. He said, "I'm a mean cuss, but I'm the same mean cuss all the way around the board." So the same thing that people have always liked about me is what they hate about me. It's up to that person. So I'm the type of person, when you're a person that stands on principle, you put other people in our decision. How am I going to deal with that human being? Because I know he's not going to change. The same people that I've defended in certain ways, the same people that turned on me later when it wasn't beneficial to them. So I can't say that. I will say this. I wouldn't give my heart so frivolously to people who didn't deserve it.
Mm.
And we started out with that conversation. We were talking about relationships, but I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about
in general.
In
that's what I
general.
family,
say.
friends,
That's me.
business.
I'm just talking about
Yeah.
in general.
I didn't grow up like I went through a lot growing up. My mother died giving birth to me, my biological mother. My father wasn't in my life, and I didn't even know that I was adopted until the age of 8. And the family kind of hid that from me. And this is the first time I've even spoken publicly about this, and I hope I'm not hurting my family, but sometimes transparency can help other people, and it can even help heal between my family. So as a child, finding that out late, and then some of the ways some of my biological siblings treated me, or some of the ways some of my adopted brothers and sisters treated me, I felt alone. And to this day, you can't even get them to admit that, because it probably wasn't even intentional,
Exactly.
but it's how perception becomes the reality, and how I was made to feel just off that one statement of feeling, damn, for this long, you didn't tell me y'all weren't my real family. Y'all came around, and my biological father let me call him Uncle David. You know what I'm saying? And it's just weird shit. My siblings, I called my cousins, but I look more like them. So you feel deceived almost.
Right.
But I know the intent was there. Because of that, you don't know how that has an adverse effect on you in life.
Right.
But I became
They thought
nomadic.
They were protecting you.
Yeah, so I became nomadic, and then I started to build family within my businesses. So now other people aren't seeing you the same way you think they are. You know, we leave a room, we say love you, bro. Half the motherfuckers don't mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? 90% of them probably don't mean that shit. It's what you doing for me at the moment. And like Pierre said, a lot of people are, what have you done for me lately? And if that changes the whole relationship, I forgot what you called it, but the whole relationship changes because I'm not doing for you the way you thought I should have been doing before. And that's why I would say I wouldn't completely change it. I would adjust, and I would use more discernment. A lot of us don't use discernment, and that's what's getting a lot of young boys killed. It's what's getting a lot of people in the situations they can't get themselves out of, because you riding and dying for this person and don't feel the same way about you. Don't got that in you. And even catching my case, man, I will say this. You know, I won't even give life to his name, because he's a fucking loser in my book because I loved him unconditionally. And there was a condition for his love, and it was even deeper than that. I took the charge for that man. And he turned his situation around on me. He flipped on me. And I can't forgive that, especially the night before. I asked you, was you going to? You was holding my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Your child was my godson. And you holding my child who's an infant, and you telling me you would never do that to me, and the next day you did it. You do it. So you know what I'm saying? I would just say discernment, more than just giving yourself, because I never want to stop that aspect, because God gave me this heart for a reason, and I pray to God it never gets hardened. I remember Miss Hines, God rest her soul. Remember, she was my 6th grade math teacher. She told my Umi to raise me. She told her, Nadir has the most beautiful heart I've ever met in a human being. And she was afraid that one day people were going to destroy that. And that would...
They will try.
Yeah. And I can't say... it's destroyed me. But it hasn't destroyed my heart. And you know the prayer of the Muslims, man, surely our prayer, our life, our sacrifice, our life and our death is all for Allah. So as long as my heart continues to be genuine, I can take those bruises, man. He's not going to put anything on us that we can't bear. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, we're going to wrap this up.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We want to
Appreciate
thank
pleasure.
the guy status
The
for
real-
coming.
Absolutely.
For the
Shout out to the
I hope it was real enough,
coming
man.
in the building.
Absolutely.
Facts,
Appreciate
facts.
you for coming in.
Yeah.
Yes, it's an honor for
Yeah.
having you.
Facts.
Many blessings to you and your family, and for what you got going on for future plans.
Many blessings to what y'all doing, CMP Radio, man, and all of y'all, especially Big Bro Pierre. Like, y'all don't understand how important black media is to this thing of ours, to this culture and pushing forward. And I always love to give flowers and flowers due, and y'all have been holding it down for Chester. And I'm sure y'all don't even get the credit that you truly deserve. But hear it from me. Hear it from me. Y'all, I put y'all in rooms. I put y'all in rooms behind y'all back. Yeah, I do. I talk about y'all behind y'all back. But I put y'all in rooms that y'all deserve to be in, and people know that this is the force that I'm moving. So anything that I can do to assist, and I'm going to be reaching out to y'all soon, because I don't care. They say never say your plans until it's too late. But nobody can stop this.
Right.
Oh, it wasn't even that. Definitely, y'all can always come. Y'all guess. But
Trying to be in there like, yeah.
One thing that I am planning, and I don't mind just putting out to the public, because I want to put it into the universe, so I now have to do it. Also, they say don't say certain things, because people can stop it. Nothing can stop what Allah deems to happen. So I want to plan and am executing plan. Shout out to my guy Montero Jones. We're working on it together. A Chester Music, Sports, and Entertainment Conference. I got to see it years ago, so it's not something I thought of myself. Shout out to Boogie D from 100.3 The Beat. He did it years ago at 100.3 The Beat, and it was beautiful. And I was like, this could be amazing for our city, because a lot of the artists here don't have an out, and they don't know how to get out. And it's not just artists, but anybody doesn't have that platform out of here. And I want that to be able to happen. So we're going to bring the industry to the city.
Good.
And Nasir Leach is working on that project with me. Shout out to the Young Lion too. But we're going to make this thing happen. We're looking to partner, God willing, with Widener University, have them involved, because we don't have enough facilities that can accommodate something like that. So we'll partner with Widener on it if it can happen. And I just want to put it out there now, so they can't stop it.
Stay tuned.
So stay tuned.
For sure.
And please continue to support events like that. Please to continue to support local radio stations, local podcasts, local television statement, anything with media, the papers, because nobody's going to tell our story but us. I promise you. And I remind you what happened to Strict Biz years ago. A well-known legend artist in the city of Philadelphia got on that platform and told them, if it ain't Philly, it ain't moving. So stop turning on your city. Stop going to other places, pretending to be. They don't give two shits about you, and they laugh at you behind your back. One thing that's I don't care if I'm liked. I'm going to be respected.
That's it.
And I can walk through any hood in the United States, and I wear Chester on my back. Compton knows about Chester because of me. I've been to Pork and Bean Projects, places the rappers can't even go. They know about Chester because of me. Harlem, Brooklyn, all throughout New York, Virginia, Atlanta, some of the worst hoods. New Orleans built a name up, but they know Chester, Pennsylvania. We put this thing on our back and carry that, man, and take pride in being from where you from, because we have a unique story that needs to be told. So.
Yes. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Listen,
Facts.
y'all, we gonna head up out of here. We thanks all of y'all for tuning in, especially y'all that tuned in on cmpradio.net. That's it. That's the vibe. You'll get our ratings up. We love it. We appreciate all y'all. You know how it always go.
Great. No, because you say I mess it up every week. You say I mess it up every
You know.
week.
Go ahead.
He
Say
was
your
waiting
name.
for his
Say your
name,
name.
too.
Great vibe.
No.
Great.
I said, just say your name.
Oh, it's your boy Voice.
And your girl, No Chill.
Hold up, with
Miss Karma.
And shout outs to P.
C
Nah,
City.
shout- real
Just
status.
real
C
status.
City, we still chastising the world. Chester forever, man. Move makers.
But listen, tune in every Thursday, 5 to 7 p.m. Right here, cmpradio.net. You know it, how we do it.
How we do
Great.
it?
Great topics, great
vibes.
Great topics.
Great vibes.
She down
And
there
most
like,
of all, y'all, great
listeners.
she down there like, get it
She
together.
just be sitting there like, look.
I'm just here. I'm just happy to be here.
So I'm just here so I don't get fired.
I'm
I'm just here, so I won't
Don't get
get
fired.
Thanks a lot for tuning in, y'all. We love y'all.